All systems go, Captain. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm back, yeah. Look, crazy 8th degree, nerdcore rap guy. Got into a dual fate and I just pulled a trap card. Third-rate rappers with a fourth-rate catalog. Destined for the shadow realm, y'all should never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice type. Master with the force, peep the context in my sentence, right? Phantom like the Sith, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the menace, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis like. Sweet to drive, hide-headed, rhymes are Shirley Cole. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, bout to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. When this will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backwards. Who be the leaders of discussion when the topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis, viewership is mad nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it, that's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted jokes you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews on Anne Rice. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, Independence made a best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or death star. So far removed from the drama, we don't notice harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. I'm Mary band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blur's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
Hey, guess what, everybody? It is the season finale of Blur's Eye View. 13th season. 13 wonderful, busy seasons. How did we do 13? Don't ask. That's a story for another time. However, thank you, everyone who's been joining us and watching us and staying with us and subscribing to the channel and everything else. If you are new here, don't remember to go over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe bell and that notification, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and you'll still see interviews and everything else in between time. But once again, thank you. I'm your man on the wall, Chris Fury, and I am the captain of the ship, and I am so glad we got to this point because, boy, does my ship need some work. The engine is running. You know, black folks. Anyway, my second command is in the building. I think she's ready. 1 second. So well, we'll go this way. We'll go to my brother in arms. How's that sound? We'll go to my brother in arms, the man with the plan, the preacher in the pulpit, but you don't want to fuck with him. Maybe Montel. What's going on, brother?
I swear, every time you do this, you have me bust out laughing. I swear. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? It's been a season, man. It's been a season. We have been, and we're still not done.
Yeah, but the blessings continue on. As you can tell, I'm celebrating because you see what I'm wearing. I'm back to being, you know,
Yes.
with the goggles.
I was missing the goggles, man. It was like, hey, it took a minute, you know. Hey, when you hitting the roads like you hitting the roads,
man.
We need to
What?
talk. We need to talk to July. Like seriously.
July doesn't like anybody. It doesn't like people. It doesn't like organisms, living beings, anything like that. Nothing
Hey,
like
what's up,
that.
Lizzie? Mal's in
I,
the building. What's going on?
yo, let me tell you,
Um,
my brother. When I tell you, I actually walked in the door, came to the computer, didn't do anything else, and finished editing the interview that I did, and it's completed. So now I just got to get it to everybody and get it uploaded because I'm excited. I can't
thank you,
wait for
Mal.
everybody to see
Thank
this.
you.
What's up, sir? What's good?
Here's his car fare for the ride. Yeah, the shuttle is not cheap. Trust me. Every time I brought that shuttle
Oh
in,
my
that's extra
gosh.
gas. Have you seen gas for a spaceship? It ain't cheap. Um,
Not standard aircraft fuel. I'm tell you what, the military be holding on to theirs real
you
tight.
know,
Let me tell you.
we pirates. We still got to eat. We still got to eat. Yo, but it's been a hell of a ride. I wouldn't trade it for a thing. The busyness that we picked up between the show and Blurred Station has been
Wow.
nothing but positive. You will continue to see more news coming out from us as a whole and then from Blurred Station, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
But yeah, the couple weeks we're taking off, you just won't see lives. Let's just put it that way.
You'll
We're
see
still
us.
working. You'll see us.
You won't see us.
Right,
But
right.
you'll see us.
You'll see us. If I say you're gonna see us, you're gonna see us. Just not the way you want to see us, but you know. Now she's ready. Second command.
Now she decided to be ready.
She's got to be camera ready. That whole.
But she's always camera ready. I don't know why she plays this. Doggone it, woman.
What's up, Kuma from Nerdy
What's
Bear
up,
Studio?
nephew? Hey, man.
Lady Mandalore's in the building.
Yes, good
What's
evening.
going on?
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me.
You thought? Were you mistaken? Oh, my precious. Hello. Yes, we're picking it. Sorry, I'm still on my Game of Thrones outfit and setting. I figured I would carry this over into
as you should be. As
our
you should be.
season finale. I apologize.
If you've seen the video I seen earlier of a cosplayer, he's cosplaying Eamon, and it says how Eamon prepares to terrorize his family, and he's got a hot press in his hair. He's just, and I'm like, you know what? That sounds about right.
They got that good Targaryen hair.
Okay.
What?
So,
Oh my goodness.
But yes, it's that Targaryen. I got a little Targaryen in me too, baby. Kali say, hey.
Yo, you know what?
That's Kali say.
Lady Mandalore, I gotta tell you, you're gonna love this point. My bestie tried watching Game of Thrones before, couldn't do it. And I always have this thing about if it's not ready for you, time for you to watch the show, you watch it when you're ready. She started watching House of Dragon. She said, wait a minute, hold on. She is now on a full 48-hour binge of Game of Thrones and is continuing. She sends me updates after each episode. Let me tell you, those voice messages.
Oh, no.
All I can say, I kept telling her, said, get ready for this.
Oh my.
I knew what you're talking about. Jaw continued to drop. I heard the word nigga more times in my voice messages than a little bit.
like what? Yeah, this. There are episodes that make you just clench the seats.
Oh, she hasn't gotten to that particular ceremony.
Nope, she hasn't gotten to that yet. I told her, Red Wedding. That's all I'm gonna say. She hasn't gotten to it yet. I'm waiting for my phone to blow up, and she's gonna lose her total shit.
Look,
I'm telling you. Yes.
The collective Blurred community.
Ooh.
The collective literally was. You ever see that video of that old of the dad? He's like, "What the? God damn!"
I'm just gonna lower the lights in memoriam.
I will hear, "Hey yo, what the fuck?" more times than the law allows. I'm
like, is that a dream sequence?
Man.
Is that a dream sequence? What is going on? That's not real. That's does damage. That?
I'll put it like this: if you guys don't know what that pain feels like, if you've watched episode 5 of X-Men 97, then you know what that pain feels like.
That's where they got that from. That feeling that you gonna feel at that.
They stole that. They stole that shit.
It's that feeling. Yeah. Coming up next, our Griot the Horror
sister.
Oh Lord, here they go. They planned this.
Hey, girl.
Lord,
How you do? Oh, wait, I didn't put my. Oh, wait, I gotta get my earrings. Hold on, I fucked up.
she is gracefully muted right now, y'all.
No. Yeah, you're right. I'm gracefully muted. I was waiting for the perfect time.
Okay, Kuma.
Count
Kuma
Really?
He said, I have a real question about black vampires. Is Count Chocula black? Watch the
Yes.
episode of Saturday Night Live where Dave Chappelle was the host and Pete Davidson played Count Chocula.
Yes, he is.
That should answer your question.
That is
Very much so.
as it gets. Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That should
I'm
answer
waiting
the question.
I'm waiting for Nicole to get on here. Either her or
Nicole,
Shoyo.
grab give Nicole time. So get somebody else and then get
Yes.
Nicole so that she can grab it. There's two Lady Mandela. I said no. We're gonna do this, sis.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh boy. Chris,
Always,
we're in trouble, bro.
always the sniper.
Ooh.
And he hates being called Usopp, but I mean, if the shoe fits.
Chaos demon arise!
And he wears that
The
shit.
cinematics.
Chaos demon!
Enter the chaos demon.
That is
I think Count Chocula would say, "I know black. I Dominican."
Ow!
Really?
Okay, so that's 11 minutes and 35 seconds. Tafari, if you could just bleep out that whole section, that would be great. That would be great. Mr. Don't act right. Here we are.
Here we are.
Good.
So, joining us on our season finale.
Oops.
Someone who's best known for Flashbang. If you like teddy bears, if you like samurais, you can merge those two together and you get one badass character. But Rorie Still is in the building. What's going on, Rorie?
Hello.
How are you?
Look, Chaos Demon don't got glasses. Look at that. Still holding on.
It's funny that Kuma asks about Count Chocula because she's not working on a Count Chocula book. She's working on a new vampire novel about Dracula, is what I'm saying. It's
Chocula counted. That's what it is.
It's Chocula counted.
It counts.
Rorie, how you been?
This and full disclosure, without going into detail, this has been a very rotten week.
I'm sorry.
But I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Happy to have you.
And I think Pete Davidson is a mixed black man. I said that in the chat, and I wanted to say that. Well, I've been looking at this man for the last couple of years. I'm like,
you know what it is? It's the Sicilian. It's the Sicilian.
It's what Dave
who is in
actually
Africa?
says in that skit.
That's what I'm saying. You're not wrong.
He said, look at Pete Davidson's lips. And I'm like, why did he say that?
Yes, no, he's not wrong. It's the whole thing. The man has a light shade. That's not Sicilian. That's me growing.
Maybe
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But like, I'm like, now I've seen some white folk who I'm like, 8th grandmother. Okay. Because there's something about the butt, the facial features, something, right? But and I could be wrong. This is just my hypothesis.
Not only that, his dating life is just like
I was just about to say,
pull some of this stuff off. I don't.
I was just about to say, I never thought of him as a black man. However, just on his dating life, just about to say, because Kim Kardashian and everybody,
you've been pulling some game, and you don't see game like that often. So
something's in there.
I'm saying, I know folks say it for different things, but I've been like, I think that's a mixed black man. I just
do y'all think when he got with Ariana, he was like, "Damn, you white too? That's crazy."
Stop, bro.
She was
putting on the glasses was gonna calm you down. Obviously,
I had to put the goggles on because I already know it's gonna be bright as fuck up in here. I'm telling you.
Listen, it's fun.
So Rorie. You're working on a new novel about Dracula. Now, if I know my people, there's got to be a twist to it.
Of course. So the book is about Dracula's femme descendant finding out about her heritage at a big age, like 26, and having to really kind of step into that life to end up being his scion, or the person who's supposed to follow him. Like, I definitely I believe in how I'm writing this. There's like definitely some Game of Thrones vibes a little bit. I was thinking about buying that $40 book with some discount from Barnes and Noble to kind of absorb that a little bit more. But yes, so it's about Dracula's Femme descendant finding out about her heritage and having to take that place amidst a political hotbed, and also while a murder mystery is going on, where the victims are vampires in training like herself.
Interesting.
So, and it definitely has musical basis. I kind of designated each species to have at least one major musical genre, like the vampires or hip hop, the were people, including some were penguins or R&B. The penguins move their arms a lot.
No, I'm gonna ride with you on that one.
Yes.
Man, I mean this with the utmost respect when I say this. Who is your supplier? Because it is a fantastical ride that your mind goes on. I'd like a little bit as well.
Even though there's some downsides to this, I'd say neurodiversity, all DHD, baby. Don't care where the box is. Do not care where the box is.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll lose the box sometimes, and then just may not care where the box is. And also I would say that I definitely, family-wise, been blessed to be in a family that definitely has a really nice creative streak. I'm actually wearing my shirt.
Nice.
My shirt. I got to
not
doing the whole thing, but I tried to pull it up to a certain extent. That came from the day part, my birthday. That was kind of like a little family reunion. But I make shirts is part of my company. So this was like, my mom was like, we should have a shirt for the family. It's like, she's like, you're getting into graphic design. Go ahead and design. And I was like, okay, so I went ahead and designed it, and now I might make some more. We'll see. But yeah, my father, when my brother and I were younger, would like tell us the stories and put us in as the characters. So I was Raz because my government is Rorie Still, and he was little brother. So we would he put in all our people, right? So we would fight, we'd be riding along with the Ninja Turtles, living with them. And I may have mentioned this on the show before, but if I ever find out they're real, I'm gonna just hit a pause on this creative thing. I'm gonna go fight a sociopath who has a lot of knives, it's not Freddy Krueger. I'm gonna let you sue y'all, but I gotta get a hazmat suit first. There's steps to this.
Not ashamed that when I got exposed to Ninja Turtles, I wondered if sewers actually look like that. I'm not ashamed to say that I tried to experiment. Tried, the key word is it.
It just doesn't matter as what year, how old were you tried. Was you 20 or was you 10?
God, no.
It's very important.
It was 11 or 12. I was like,
very important things to make points on in the storytelling.
How dare you? At 20, I was thinking I was a samurai.
Listen, we had to be forever kids. I just want to make sure.
People were eating Tide Pods, but not a few short years ago, sir. Let's all
listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. I'm an Xer. I don't know what those kids are.
Z.
Alpha.
Yep. Give them the last letter because they ain't worth any of the other ones. That's all.
Oh, don't talk about the baby. No, you know what? But this is just my thing. Xers, what am I? Millennial. We all had our thing. The boomers had their things when they were young. Listen, we could have been in the 30s. Just saying, it would have been very.
We didn't need Tide Pods though. We didn't need Tide Pods.
We didn't, but we hit. But some of us would, not me. But we're snorting pixie sticks.
I need that is an Xer. I need
somebody tasted Tide in their day. Okay.
Listen, I'm not overly ashamed.
Lick the Irish
I tasted my glue stick in first grade. It was purple. I wanted to see what it tastes like. It tastes like popcorn.
What's going on, Laura? She said we ate
We ate
because they're those ring pops that look just like glue sticks. That makes sense though.
Paste.
It wasn't a ring pop,
like
girl.
Peppermint.
I just
Kids
was there and I was bored.
Wow.
First grade. You need to watch children when they're in class.
Not planking and wearing moon shoes. Wow. Wow.
Oh my God. He said, wait. Oh, that was cool. What Kuba said. Some of us are planking, wearing moon shoes, and busting our ankles. Okay, hey.
That's a now thing.
You forget I was a Toys R Us kid, so it's I'm locked in. Jeffrey,
life. Jeffrey for life.
Jeffrey for life. Y'all, this new generation has no idea.
We're just lucky we didn't have social media to capture our stuff.
You know what? No comment on that one.
I think we had better sense, though. Honestly,
we did.
I think we
knew how to take hits.
Not all of us.
No,
not all of us.
Come on.
Not all of us.
We were all there. Even though this is like majorly simple, the eyelid flipping thing. I mean, kids still do that, but
the what?
This is a waking up and deciding. You know what? I need to see what my eyelids look inside out.
He said lead paint chips like an hour later is a sweet tart. So the Lord. That's why we don't worry about stuff now. Wow. Like I scraped my knee. Really?
Yes.
Oh my God. So
Mayhem, you was eating chalk.
Fully.
Eating chalk and quoting SpongeBob. Yes, sir.
Nah. The closest I got to eating chalk was Flintstones vitamins. I don't know.
That's a throwback.
Yo,
we might go down the rabbit hole.
But did you chase it with orange juice after that?
Oh,
why do you hate yourself? Oh my Lord,
that sounds good though.
That's what you taste like.
The original Sour Patch Kids.
Did anybody have the Miss Piggy toothpaste besides me?
I tried it at a friend's house during a sleepover. You shouldn't have been brushing your teeth with that.
That was candy.
You should not have been brushing your teeth with that.
That's everything from the 80s and 90s was nothing but candy.
Yeah.
True. I mean, look at what we had for breakfast: cookies all the time,
Dunkaroos,
cinnamon.
Different color ketchup.
I'm gonna show my age. I came from my grandmother's favorite medicines were Black Jot and St. Joseph's Children's aspirin.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Chris had a flashback.
I heard those stories. It's a guy I used to work with. He used to tell me, he was like, "Yeah, if you want to get rid of a cold," and I'm like, "Huh?" And he was like, "You can still find it." I'm like, "What is it?" He told me. I'm like, he said, "Man." He said Robitussin. I wish.
We had Black Drought. I was like, who came up with this name, first of all?
We had Buckley's.
Yes, you heard that right.
Yo.
So Rory, you had this idea for the descendant of or the ascendant of Dracula.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
where did you get that from?
Well, trying to think of how to explain this.
We grown. You can say it. Go ahead.
Just a particular life experience. That's the best way to really explain this without some things. I know I talked about the glue stick, but and then I know I did. But also, I've always been obsessed with vampires since I was 7. In fact, I may have mentioned this on the last show, but my first little boyfriend was a pretend one at 7, and it was Vinny off of Gravedale High. Like we were locked in. He slept on a bottom bunk, just like bottom bunk.
The way she says it was based a little bit on my life, and I'm like, Are you an ascendant of a slayer? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, I am the descendant of William Still, so no, but a journalist, so yes.
Yeah.
And Peter Still, who escaped and then unfortunately was recaptured. So, we got to lay it down. Any faction of reparations, even if it's emotional ones, we got to do. But it's just, I don't know. I guess in my ponderance about certain things, I thought like, hey, there can be different groups. And what if like nobody who human was new, but only a few people were in the know? Mm-hmm. Actually, I did this. I actually filmed my first film in like 10th grade because I had told my parents I think I wanted to go into film. And they bought me a camera. Nice people, kind people who came to this party. I love them. But yeah, and I actually wrote, Resist the Thirst, and it was I was obsessed with Buffy, and just the founder now has made that crispy and not in a good way for me right now. But I was obsessed with Buffy, even though there could have been, you know what I'm saying. Like
more than just Principal Wood is what we're saying.
Exactly. Or his mama.
Which one
call him killed? I'm like, really? But not just that. How are you fighting Native people on we're repeating a thing on Thanksgiving. Okay. But it was some wild stuff on that show. But
and not the colonizers saying, "Get over it, you won." What? Like, sir, absolutely.
We never forgave him for Kendra. We never forgave him for Kendra.
That part. But like, I was obsessed with Buffy, but it was just in the line of me loving vampires, like I said, since I was 7. And then, like I said, I wrote Resist the Thirst, and there was a Slayer, and it's, oh my God, I got my first taste of trying to put together like the film thing. But my cousin filmed it. We got at least one scene where my friend Robert played the Slayer, and he was real pale. He was white. He was real pale too, so it like worked out real well. And then like I was playing a vampire, I think. And
poor boy.
Yeah, then it like switched up, and we had a dude called Lance who was playing somebody. I think I had a crush on Lance too. I had a crush on a lot of people. I was having a wonderful time in high school. Graduated number 4, the state focus.
She had a crush list. It's like crush number 7.
Oh yes. Listen, I'm not gonna name him because certain people are definitely on social media. But yo, I was happy to go to school. People happy to go to school, and then I discovered liked girls like right about as I was leaving. So I think I may have been bothering somebody. It's also a white guy, because he was like, he may have been dating a girl I had a crush on. But also I don't know. I feel like I wonder looking back if that was passive aggressive, but it wasn't about reparations. He just happened to be. This is about reparations.
Well, damn.
No, it's not. Okay. But
well,
but yeah, no. High school was there were some moments. But high school was very interesting. Like, let me see. I don't have to give names. I know this is not what this interview is supposed to be.
This is. I tell everybody.
Nicknames are
you know, this is not an interview. This is a conversation.
Thank you.
True.
My man. Thank you.
All right. So there was this. Okay. So there was a guy who was, or what was he? I think he was, looking back, I think he was Afro-Latino. There was a guy, might also been Afro-Latino, he's Dominican. There's this tall, very slender, dark chocolate fellow. And he just was interesting and funny. Ironically, I did not have a crush on the dude who my friend ended up dating later, who was like, what was he? He's Black and Asian.
Miscellaneous. Got it.
Lord, who else was there?
I said miscellaneous.
No, that's American, basically.
It was a couple other folk too. And then I wasn't dating somebody, but the person had a crush on me, but they were there. So I don't know. After a while,
it's like the summer of love over there. What is
Oh, this was through 4 years. But
you mixing it up, baby girl. Go for it.
It's like Grey's Anatomy out there. What's going on?
Hey, listen. It was interesting. I wasn't dating. By the way, I told none of these people I liked them. I was quiet,
which is typical high school behavior. That's typical.
Yeah, I said it in my inside voice. I said it inside. But like, it was, maybe that kind of was like, I don't know, a little bit of an inspiration for like, yeah. Oh wait, Grey's Anatomy, because there's so many different races of people, even though there really weren't. I went to a predominantly Black high school. But was that the Grey's Anatomy's reference, or was it just because there was a lot of crushing and
a lot of crushing.
Yeah, a lot of crushing. Not much dating until my senior year of high school. So that part. But and other people were dating. And yo, I got an interesting prom story though. Like, it turned out all right because I went with a friend, but like, I asked the guy out because, like I said, I liked him. And then don't do this. I'm just putting this message out. How
Wait,
generous
not the disclaimer. Not the disclaimer.
No, I am totally, like, he wanted to go out with somebody to the prom with somebody else. I forgot her name. ironically, I don't think, was I jealous back then? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, and I said, yes. Oh, sure, that's fine. No, it's not fine. Say your feelings, people. Say your feelings. Anyway, but it turned out all right.
Huh? Speak your mind.
Yes. But it turned out all right. And I went with one of my besties and he tore it down because he had to leave school to go like to another school. So like he lit the prom on fire, y'all. Like, you know, just he was like, oh, it's time for the percolator. It was great. Best part though, I accidentally left my glasses. Like I started wearing glasses at 15. I accidentally left my glasses at home, so I couldn't see a lot of the prom at first. But my father, shout out to him, he came with my glasses. But all this different, you know, crushing and all that, I think it definitely made its merry little way into my novel because definitely, you know, we got some, you know, she has mates more than one, you know, and it's not like, I know they have these love triangles like who she gonna end up with, who him gonna end up with. And even the, you know, harem or reverse harem you see in anime is usually they end up with one person. No. We're going home together. We're going to fight them together. But I think I definitely got an idea or became aware of that more so when I started reading Anita Blake Vampire Hunter in who's written by Laurel Hamilton. And yeah, that just was like, oh, there's more than one person. Oh, look, a sex scene. Oh, that's when I started reading the literature with that in there. And that's also going to be in my book. This is an adult book. I want to be very, very clear on that. Whereas like I feel like
not in the children's section of Barnes and Nobles. No.
It'll definitely probably be. And I asked about that because some of these pages, some of them are going to be comic book pages, and one particularly very saucy scene is based on a chapter poem I wrote. So what I'm doing is I'm writing fusion fiction, meaning some of it is going to be regular prose, some of it's going to be poetry because we have a musical aspect, some of it is going to be song. And some of it is going to be comic book pages. And that actually so one of my advisors, I got stuck, even though I had outlined this chapter. And I actually started this book 10 years ago, but then I started writing like short stories. And they said, do that when you're trying to build up to it. And I had outlined, but I got stuck. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And then I'm like, I'm going to write over here. And then I was like, I jokingly said I was like cheating this little novel with Flashbang. But now we're all happy because it's all in the same universe as Teddy Ninja, as like, you know, the stuff that happened in Blow Up, the stuff that happened in the Angel story, the people who, you know, suddenly grow wings, they're all in the same universe. But it's kind of like we're all living our main character life, right? So like we're all each other's supporting characters. I hope I'm a good supporting character. Sometimes we the villain, you know, we have moments. Just don't be a continuous villain. That's the thing. But yeah, so like with reading Laurel Hamilton, I learned that, you can be dating more than one person in school. Oh, polyamory. All right. As you know, you learn and grow. You know, I ended up weaving into the book. And at first, that started showing up in my literature that I was writing when I was like, you know, in my 20s, maybe like in my late teens. I'm like, they're going to throw me out of church, Lord. But I realize now that shouldn't be the thing. Because like King David, how many wives? You know, so just saying, and even with that, I don't think everybody was agreeing to that, especially like Bathsheba. Do we want to talk about that? Like that was that's a whole chapter. You know, we think we read these different books on drama, but like some of the biblical stuff is like, whoa, wait a minute now. You know, so it's interesting. They were definitely talking about life. So reverting to go back, these folk that Eve is going to end up linking up with, she is, there are going to be different allies she ends up linking up with to kind of like Rhaenyra and the blacks, or, you know, or the greens and the purples. I don't know. I don't know if there's a purple. I like purple.
Hey, the way things been going on that show, you never know.
But welcome to the lavender people. Welcome to all of the lavender people. Yes.
But or you know how they had said the indigo children, the rainbow children. Speaking of colors, when I originally started my creating these vampires, I had 14 different tribes, and like somebody said, that's a lot to keep up with. And I am so absolutely glad somebody pulled my coattail on that. Because that would have been a lot to keep up with. So I just combined them. I figured eventually these vampires might do this thing where they kind of get together. And then I made them major houses and minor houses, like House of the Dragon, House of the such and such. And yes, at some point there will be flags, but there's definitely different colors. And trying to stay with the theme of hip hop, even though I realize I'm in it, but I might kind of just not. I'm trying to make sure I'm respecting the history of hip hop, the importance of it as a Black art, as a Black American art that became global. So we have different factions, right? We got the house of the MC, the house of the the DJ, the house of fashion. I was talking to my friend who's MC. He's like, "Rory, that's not." I'm like, "I'm keeping it." I screamed in Muppet and said I was keeping it.
That's not a phrase you hear every day.
No, not at all. If you know, you know. There's no questions behind that.
Nah. So you know what? I'll scream in goat. Ever since I found out goat screams like humans, I've been using that to my advantage when I'm upset. I got a story about that too. But I will say that for later. And I got hunted by a coyote like last week. I live in LA and I do delivery at night.
Oh Lord!
I live a very interesting life.
What were you delivering? I'm curious.
Something's telling me that's going to be in a book.
I might as well include it because what happened was, do you want me to come back to the coyote story? I can make brief. You want me to? Shall I tell it?
What were you delivering? I'm curious about. I want to know because that coyote was like, "What you got on that, homie?"
I want them burritos she got.
It's just got on that.
You know what? That might have been it because coyotes are canines, very skinny canines, but canines nonetheless. He might have smelled my little food that I was delivering. It was good food. It was like a large package.
He's probably like, "Yeah, go ahead, sit it right there on the porch."
And I tried to get this. I was about to say this man. I have to go back and look at my memory to see what. But let's say this coyote. I was trying to get the coyote to go away, and I learned from my dog. I grew up with a Rottweiler. People ages 5 to 17. We learn from each other. When you're in the same pack, you learn. You learn together. So like when he had something that he shouldn't have, he growled when I growled back at him. You learn things. You learn the situation. So I tried to growl at this coyote, but obviously he didn't know. He didn't know that was supposed to be scary because it didn't bother him. He kept creeping. He kept creeping towards me. He
said, "I want them burritos."
And then, but
I don't know what you're saying, but I want them burritos.
It's an R. Kelly moment. She looked at me. I looked at him.
Oh no. Robert is dead. Robert is dead to me. I can't enjoy nothing that even.
I don't like him either, but that was just still funny though. Just saying.
The creeping in the dark though. That's I know. But I was about to say, but no, he kept creeping in the dark with his little footsteps. He has such small feet. Anyway, no, it's like I know but they have like little feet, like dogs have little feet. Anyway, he kept creeping in the dark towards me, and but when I stepped on a leaf, he did like this. I'm like, I don't understand that. Like I growled at you. That should make you go away. I tried to look menacing. Obviously, having on a cute skirt from Old Navy does not make you look menacing. A creature of the night. But I had a couple of choices now. I was like, what am I going to do? Run away? So I slowly slid, try to make sure he wasn't coming, crept around the car and delivered. I finished my delivery. We're going to finish the mission. Just like the transporter. I finished my mission. But I had a couple options. I also let them know that there was a coyote in the yard. I figured I could climb up on one of the cars because I practiced that when I was 7, when my mom was inside. Was not looking at what I was doing. I had parents who were watchful, but kids are kids. So I was like, Rory, you got to learn how to, you're going to be with the turtles. You got to learn how to do this. I'm like, I'm scared. Inside voice, Herman's Head, but Herman's Head Jr. You got to do this. This is before Inside Out. I was outside in my feelings. So I learned how to climb on top of a car. So I now have that skill set for this coyote. So I'm like, I'm either going to do that or I'm going to run up the stairs because he doesn't have toe thumbs or toes that are really climbing.
Stop, baby.
He doesn't have toe thumbs, so I can make it up these stairs, and he's gonna struggle. But then I came up with this. I stomped my feet at him because obviously noise scared him, and I was like, did this, and then he went away. But I was lucky because coyotes run up in that neighborhood. I was talking to somebody else, and they tried to follow this man home. I'm also glad that I wasn't a toddler because I saw a coyote take one down. Thankfully, her dad got to her in time.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Wow, wait a minute.
I keep telling y'all, take them air horns with you. Y'all don't play around. They do not like loud noise.
I had an air horn in my car. I don't know what happened to it. I gotta go get that air horn again.
You climbed up on the car is what it was.
That's what happened.
I left my weapon, my sound thing behind. But no, you know what? Thank you for that. I am gonna buy some mace and an air horn. But wait, I don't want to get you guys in trouble because I realize there's another thing I could buy that would possibly solve my problems. Be it human or four-legged creature without toe thumbs.
Okay. But, so I have a question because I know you said that you were working on an animation, right?
Yes.
Is that for Flashbang?
It is. It's within the universe, and it'll be with Teddy Ninja. I have to ask my pitching partner if we can mention this, but a very good thing happened. A very good thing. Very good thing. We heard very good news. So, we still have work to do.
Anytime it's good news.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Would you? I'm gonna put you in touch with Kevin because it's something that it's speculative fiction and falls into the line of Blurred Station, stuff like that. And like I said, if you like teddy bears, if you like ninjas, it kind of presents itself. And even this story about the Ascendant of Dracula is a dope idea because anytime you could tell a story that is different from a character that everyone knows, but it's a different angle, it makes it interesting. Everybody knows about Dracula, they know all that stuff, but then when you make it, when you give it a twist, you say, yeah, but it's not the story that you might. Perfect example, Maleficent. Reason why it was so great is it was a twist. It was the story. Everybody knows the story of Sleeping Beauty and everything else, but they don't know the story of Maleficent. Let's tell that story.
That part.
And then, so I can really appreciate when someone takes a character, even though well known, they say, but we're going to tell it from a different angle. So I can appreciate that. Nate, you got a question?
Thank you. Oh, I did. Can I? There is Dracula's Black. To quote a very Afrofuturistic reference, he's a brother from another planet. So there's that. And also Eve is black too. Just we got a lot of chocolates. It's going to be BIPOC predominant, and then a lot of chocolates running around.
I'm with it.
Love that.
Go ahead, Navy.
Eve being black.
So Rory, I tell you, your brain would literally rival so many creators in a think tank, and it still wouldn't be enough space. It's just enough creators. You have a lot going on, and it's a beautiful thing, especially when you get on your tirade. Lord have mercy, just bring food. It's gonna be a show, let me tell you. One question I did have, with all the books that you've written, do you have any plans for any of your stories to be turned into comics or graphic novels?
Oh, I am glad you asked me that. I'm actually bringing something up on my phone since I don't have the physical thing with me. Yes. So I adapted the first book into a graphic novel that is both available online and also in at least one other comic store. It's sold out of, again, one of the other comic stores that I had partnered with, and we might be expanding with them. We have to see it. And it's Mega City One. In fact, I can show the cover. Just give me
nice.
Yes, give me 1 second. I'm going to my link tree. Footsteps in the dark. I love that people are using that on their different things. So, okay, come on, light. Hold on, let me move over.
There we go. Oh, look at that.
And
That looks so dope. I figured it was gonna be Flashbang. Oh my
yes,
God.
yes. So the cover is by Eric Battle with pencils and inks, and the colors are by Brian Valenza. And Eric also ended up doing the cover that's going to be on Dracula as well. And then the colors were partially done by Brian Valenza, but then also by Cliff Green, also known as Black Mythos, whose art is also incredible, and whose colors are just pop. So I'm trying to get the other picture so you can see some of what's in here. This was done by, one second. There we go. This was done by Rorie Yates, and the typography was done by Trinita Finney. And Rorie Yates did the whole thing too. The coloring, the illustrations, and I sketched it out. I say, hey, this is what I want, a tornado showing all the stories kind of flowing together. And then why the comic book, as you saw, the blood streak is important, is I learned from Eric that it shows that it's in the same universe. So at first, when I originally created the stories, I was just creating the stories. They weren't in the same universe. But then I talked to the amazing mind of Trey Digga, who's one half of the incredible, the bombastic hip hop duo known as Heroes for Hire, who performed at that exhibition I told you about, Chris. That tied in with Dracula, or Dracula More Than Blood, which is going to be the name of the book. He was like, Teddy Ninja could be a little like Nick Fury, kind of moving through different universes and having something to do with each. I'm like, bet that makes sense, because I was trying to figure out how do you stick the wing people with the thing that was based a little bit on Willy Wonka blueberry thing, but really messed up with some Me Too vibes, just how do we but then you got the future thing, and I'm like, girl, you grew up under
Oompa Loompas.
Huh?
Said a planet of Oompa Loompas, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Black.
The president's called the Lollipop Kid.
Welcome to my planet.
Oh my Lord. So you've obviously had success with Flashbang in the Teddy Ninja universe. You are working on this Dracula universe, and they're all in the same universe, which is
yes. In fact, would you guys like something that
no one else has? Of course.
I'll be honest, I may have mentioned this to some other people, but not a lot. Teddy Ninja and Dracula meet up before the things with the novel taking place. So
I like that idea. No, I like that idea.
And Krampus is involved too. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah. In fact, I currently have a screenplay, and I'm like, even though we're writing this novel, let's try to have the first draft done by December, and we'll see if that happens. But I have a little Christmas verse I'm establishing as well too, and I'm pondering whether or not to put it in the Flashbang universe or keep it separate. I've co-written a book, Hidden Melody, that deals with slavery, dystopianism, and then also musicality, lyricism, music being the vehicle of freedom. With my co-author now, Ilya Madison. That book is in Barnes and Nobles now too. And I don't know, that universe is not conjunctive with Flashbang, but one good thing about growing up under Marvel is you see how many, with the comic books, and definitely with the multiverse of madness, and then science understanding that actually might be, it looks like that's our reality too. There's a Rory who's owns a whole vet practice. There's one who's an assassin. Wait, I shouldn't say that now. Who plays an assassin? There we go.
There's always someone in the world they say you look like, or that looks like you.
Mm-hmm.
So
your doppelgangers.
Yeah. You look like somebody. I get that a lot. So I mean, I don't know.
I'd meet my twin and punch him in the face. No, there would be only one.
Oh my God.
There's a reason why there's only one of me.
Trust me, I can only tolerate me. Another one of me running around.
I've decided if I meet me, I'm dating me. Oh
shit!
It is what it is. It sounds like boy me, girl me, non-binary, another non-binary me. Doesn't matter. They'd be messed up if they had the same attitude. Listen, I'm gonna have to take you out. I'm like, wait a minute, what did I do? You exist.
You know what? Cleveland did have 2 tornadoes hit. Maybe there is another version of me, and I need to talk to that person. I said, "Do you understand? This didn't happen until you showed up."
Exactly. Sometimes you got to get people right, even if it's you. Like, listen.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want to talk to me. I'm good.
I don't know where you got to go, but you can't.
So what you doing after this?
So, oh my God. So you're in the middle of this novel right now. So
yeah, the first draft. It's weird because it is the first draft, but it isn't. But yeah, we're on a specific chapter. I'm trying to play with it, and then just I know how it ends, and I know what they're doing. I need more meat in a certain situation to make it a little bit more full.
Like, this is what's interesting. It's very rare that we have someone who's a writer on the show, and they're in the process of creating. And I think this is cool because we get to see the mind at work. That a lot of people who want to be writers or understands the writing process, and they try to figure out that next step. And I think of all the people who come on, we really haven't had too many. We've had people who have thought about things future goal wise, like they're done with the project, but to be within the midst of it is a different brew.
It is,
and it's eye-opening for those out there, for those out there who want to be in that world, and they say, I know that feeling. For those that are feeling stagnant because of how they'll never. This is a prime example of you're in the process.
Yes,
you're in the process.
Yes, and it helps that I've done part of this before because I'm turning 41, had a little birthday. I celebrated 40th.
Okay.
Thank you. Because the money could celebrate 40th now.
I'm actually all right.
Lady Mandalore kept the peace on long enough to make the confetti fall.
But like I think part of me that has thankfully turned 41 and gathered some wisdom is like self inside out. Inside voice talking out loud. You've done this before. You've finished stuff. You remember when you felt like nervous about this? Like it's okay that you were trying to figure this out. And I know you're a little worried you might get stuck again, but like you kind of know how this ends. And like I said, my mentor or one of my advisors said, hey, step back, write 3 chapters by themselves. And I did that, and I wrote it in. I write very fast when it comes to poetry because I think that's how I started. But no, it's funny. I did start writing in prose because wrote that first book in 2nd grade about Merc and the Vampire Dogs. By the way, side note, get the chance manifesting that into an animation. It's gonna be real cool. There's a giant mosquito as the villain. Called
wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, and they keep trying to like convince him to come with us, be part of us. And he's like, I'm good. I'm with my garage band. And there's a cat who's been raised with the dogs, just looking real swole. Like, don't mess with us. You want a piece of this? You want a piece of
Hey.
But yeah, no, I tend to write faster when it comes to poetry. And once I learned how to write a haiku, baby, I was on one. So I ended up writing those 3 chapters in like interlinking haikus, just like I wrote the original story of Teddy Ninja in that way. So it made things interesting. So I wrote the meet cute between Eve and Flower. So sapphic and beautiful. Yes. I wrote the battle chapter, and that's where the were-penguins came in. I'm excited. And then there's going to be
that was where when you were on for Flashbang and you were mentioning all these weird creatures, I just said, I'll allow it.
I'm trying to figure out so I figure the smartest thing is do 1-to-1, right? So like Boys to Men, if I get a chance, I'm gonna talk to them. I'm manifesting pulling them on my show because they're from Philly too, But I'm like, they're werewolves. Like automatically I'm thinking that, right? For some of my friends, I've named like some packs after them, and like they have some dope behind outfits for like the first couple of chapters, which is actually a screenplay, by the way. and they like walk, and it's like, imagine if you could wear bark but as a suit. Like they had that, and they showing out. They showing out. But I was trying to think, like, if we had penguins, what R&B group would be a bunch of were-penguins? And then I may have accidentally, y'all, I think I predicted a couple things. Listen to this. Listen to this. So I borrowed Missy Elliott, who is now in outer space. Some society is now the Missy Elliott Society, somewhere in deep outer space, just like in that other science fiction movie. But I sort of played around with her lines, like, and I just changed it to stay up all night to see a penguin fight. Well, let me tell you what happened. One night while I was up and writing something, that's when the penguin fight went down. It was the dude who like went hunting, and then his mate, wasn't exactly, I guess, happy in the marriage, and then she let the other Mr. Penguin in, and then the original Mr. Penguin came back, and he wasn't too pleased to see the second Mr. Penguin there. And then they got into a fight, and he lost. He had to leave home. So it's like that's right. And then I wrote about, like, I guess because I grew up Street Sharks. They had the black dude who that was questionable, who they made the Shamu shark, right? I'm like, black. Anyway, but now I have like the Were Shamu people, and now these killer whales are capsizing boats. I'm like, yo, let me see what prediction I can come up with.
Bam's like, where Shamus? Where? Mm-hmm. So
I'm looking forward to the language that, like, because they got into a fight at Eve's ball, like the Bante ball that I actually brought to life, like I said, with the exhibition. Not at mine, though. We had a good time. Like, we had a wonderful time. I got the pictures if you want to see. But yeah, no, like they at first they were dancing, right? And then but they just were like coming off the mouth. And one particular character, Parker, dear Parker. I think we all have that friend that says stuff that they don't need to say.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So your Dracula novel, where does it take place? Because you mentioned debutante ball, so now my mind goes to New Orleans.
Okay, so it takes
that smile is huge right now, y'all. You see how big that smile has gotten? That thing is massive. Okay, let's go.
Let me draw my lips back further. It starts in Philly, because Philly John, I used to not like that word. Now I wear it with pride. Anyway, but yeah, so it starts there, but we're going to go to other metropoli. We're going to even possibly gently touch on a different planet. We're definitely going to hit New Orleans, and I really am manifesting like a travel grant to go there and like just study up on more stuff, because one of the main characters, his family is from New Orleans too, and he's a vampire but with mermaid, or in my universe they're called singers. Heritage, and that's like kind of like a little bit of a secret. He's kind of the not great sheep of his family because of that, but he's so powerful that they like kind of put up with him a little bit. Something I'm watching the House of the Dragon in clips, and I also read up on it too if I'm not like watching the whole show. Kind of a little bit how I see like Aegon from what I'm seeing so far, but yeah, like it's just, so we are going to touch in New Orleans. In fact, the first picture, there's a photo series that goes with this. It's both perpendicular to what I'm writing, and also it is parallel because it's its own creature in a way, and it's taking place. I might be done this particular novel in a year, 2 years, but this is going to, be finished when it's finished, but it's introducing you to different characters. So the first Dracula More Than Blood photo series #1, that is actually Weston's sister. And she's a daughter of the House of Water and Blood, but said in French, which I got to learn how to make sure I'm pronouncing it, Filet et du sang. So there's definitely some matriarchy with that. So, but to go back and answer your question, although we're starting in Philly, because I had, first we see our little character, our main character coming home, sweating, dealing with some hallucinations actually, or what would present as that, but they're actually like muted psychic powers. So we start in Philly, but we're going to end up moving around. We definitely go to the deep South because we see we see things that took place in the 20s with the different race riots. Unfortunately, we're going to get a taste of that in the book. And it really shows how what shaped our ancestors definitely touches us through how they choose to shape us. Because Dracula is choosing her for a reason, and he's also lying to her through a mission. So there's that.
Right. Our Griot of Horror has a question.
Yes.
I have two. Sometimes to think. Okay, I'm
only two.
One. Yeah, because one, which says Buffy. That's me. But you were talking about like music was inspiring of some of those characters. So I was like, what kind of music we were thinking? Because you were like different characters had different kind of music. So I wanted to know that first. If we have time for another one, we don't something.
Oh, sure. Each one, like I said, vampires, hip hop, wears R&B. But I realized, don't, like I said, part of one of the wonderful parts of being indie or neurodiverse is sometimes you don't care what a box is or you lost it temporarily, though. I realized that I could also give jazz to the vampires. So, like, I want a musical. Okay. I'm so sorry, I interrupted you. What did you say?
No, I was gonna say I interrupted you. I was like, give me songs. So you're now talking about specific genres. I'm like, give me songs. I can kind of think about it in my head.
Yes. I'm trying to think. Like, when I had to play with this a little bit more, but when he's telling her about the blooding or the thing that'll bring out even more of her vampiric nature, it is. I have to go back and look and see if I made it rock or hip hop, but like, I'm trying to think. There's a protest that takes place, and that's the actual chapter that I'm on, where the unicorns, who definitely represent that spirit of Black Lives Matter, that spirit of this isn't okay, that, the vampires are on top and why are we all eating crumbs? And they like do this dance. I'm thinking like, Lord, what was that movie that came out just now with the people with all the different hair and the Descendants? Like, there's energy like that a little bit, but like we found ourselves in a whole new place. But like with punk, I think it was like Pop Goes Punk. And like that's kind of like what you get with this protest. There's like headbanging and like the unicorns are a mixture of like punk and also I think Rorie Still rock and roll. Again, two things that started from Black America, or had a big impact, like with punk, like with Bad Brains. I got to listen to some of their songs to kind of, I'm trying to absorb different things. Like, I'm trying to think what else. There's going to be actual songs in the books that are the chapters too. So that's what I'm kind of trying to play with. And I learned an interesting thing. Unfortunately, if you don't know the people, you can't mention a song because of a little copyright thing. However,
yeah.
You definitely have to be careful of that.
You know that.
However, you can say it sounds like, and then like mix two songs together. And I'm trying to remember which two songs I mixed together for Dracula when he's telling her about her wonderful possible future. I'd have to be looking at it to like, fully mention it. But I've done like, just different crossover songs. But I'm trying to absorb like more hip hop, read up on the history of it. So I'm like not out here, just like come up, talk about my book, and suddenly you see an arm bar. But then I'm not going to take that arm bar well. I fought off a coyote, and Jack Reacher-ish.
Wow.
Ish. Yeah. But I'm trying to think. Like, let's say.
I was thinking real quick. You were talking about the were-penguins and what group they were thinking. First group that came to mind was Morris Day and the Time, because they're always wearing suits.
Okay.
Penguins look like they're wearing suits. So,
Okay.
So
yes. No, I can dig that now.
That's the first thing that came to my mind, because when she said the suit that is made of bark, I'm thinking oak tree. I'm like, wow, I'm just getting nothing but song references half the time you say some of this stuff.
I love that. And that's great. That's really what I'm trying to absorb more for myself, because I realize I tend to listen to more pop and like maybe rock and roll, and then I'm also listening to the one of the Spanish channels too, and having myself a wonderful time with like I think bachata, salsa, or not merengue. Crap, come on, Rory. Mariachi.
Okay.
So having a good time. Actually, that's the other thing. I realized like Roar, you can't leave out like certain things either. So like I think, did I get the vampire salsa? I may have. So I'm like, because like black and brown and the black, and there's different folk who are Hispanic who are black. So we're gonna have that up in there, at least try to make sure we're doing different things like the not La Cucaracha. Actually, I do have a story with a cockroach. I'm trying to finish the short one because I think there's a certain date to turn it in. I didn't tell you about how a person had a giant cockroach fight over a hair appointment to like get a retwist.
Why does that sound like a?
That's
That sounds like a whole.
Hold on, I'll be right back, yo.
And it's supposed to be. So I had a challenge with the story because I started like, even while I'm writing my bigger projects, I'll get an idea and I'll start with it's kind of like gently pouring cereal into a bowl, but very slowly. Like I'll do a little bit. I'll get an idea. I'm like, oh, that's some wonderful body horror. Gremlin. Feed me after midnight and watch me work. But yeah, so like I actually am writing the story with the giant cockroach and the other person getting a retwist. The cockroach is going to get a retwist on their antenna because their antenna are actually fused hair follicles. This person, I don't want to, if I end up, and I'm trying to turn this in for this contest. And I remember it's the folk who wrote Mothership. I don't know if I missed the date. Hopefully I didn't. But I'm actually writing the story to actually have a happy ending. So, or to bring some hope. Because like, you have the dystopian, but let's show a little, let's show the clouds breaking. Let's show a little sunshine. But this is going to be my favorite part. And I'm just like writing like the cockroach is trying to say like, no, I'm supposed to go first. And they both been like, it's not it's me. The cockroach like puts their antenna, the giant antenna on the person's face and goes, feel it. I need to read it.
Lord.
I had fun writing this and imagine these different scenarios.
Obviously. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to cover the news because we have some things we want to check out. A lot of stuff happening. Yeah, it's con season. We got it. But there's been a lot of things that's been happening behind the scenes. So we will be right back and we're going to talk about all of that great stuff. Woo!
I'm Tony Weaver Jr., author of Weirdo and player of Magic the Gathering, and you are watching Bird's Eye View.
Bird's Eye View is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Bird's Eye View for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blurs across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 blurred mystery box company. season. So busy. It's too damn busy. We need to talk to July. Jesus Christ. Like Navy said, July's been busy. However,
understatement.
However, we have gotten some good shows. And the latest show to pop up on the radar is Batman Cape Crusader. Damn. This was a good one. This if you are a fan of Batman the Animated Series with Kevin Conroy,
you're a fan of gangster stuff.
This is the most gritty. This is gritty. This is 1940s crime noir gritty.
It is gangster as hell.
The bits and pieces I've caught, I'm actually going to be binging it tomorrow because I haven't had the time. And I'm telling you, everything that I've seen, I've been like, let's go. I want to see this.
I need season 2 immediately. And I need a 23 episode order.
They've been greenlit for season 2. They have been greenlit for season 2.
They probably got greenlit after episode 1. I'm telling you, from what I heard.
That's on Amazon.
This is on Amazon. This is just some of the voice cast. Hanish Linkletter, who plays the voice of Batman and Bruce Wayne. Jamie Chung does the voice of Harley Quinn. Dietrich Bader is the voice of Harvey Dent. Minnie Driver plays Oswalda Cobblepot.
Ooh, that was Minnie Driver?
Yeah, that was Minnie Driver. So, mind you, for those hardcore Batman fans, there's some changes, but these are changes that do not affect this show at all.
I don't want to hear no shit.
Christina,
I don't want to hear no shit from nobody.
Christina Ricci plays Catwoman.
Ooh,
they have a very nice voice cast. Very nice voice cast. And these stories, these are good. Yeah. These are just good. Like when they did the Clayface, I'm like, oh, they went original Clayface. I know where we're at now. We're that Batman. We're that bad. Like none of the tech, no tech, not like that. You know, we're literally 1940s crime noir Batman, gritty. And honestly, this is something Batman the Animated Series used to walk that line. And I've heard people say they weren't sure when it was supposed to take place because it was modern, but it had that old school 40s feel. So, but this one, and I love the animated series. It's top tier. It's a top tier show, and this one is a very close second to that.
They cussing in this one, yo. They cussing.
Oh my god! I'm mad that it's not on Max because I was so used to watching a lot of DC animated stuff on Max that it's not on Max. It's going to be on Prime, and I'm like, well, maybe Max will get it later. Who knows? But yeah, this is good.
2024 seems to be the year for animated series.
Yeah.
Good animated series.
Good animated series.
And especially for this particular show and its universe, the you have the Penguin getting ready to drop, I think in September.
That looks amazing.
That looks that trailer alone, and I'm like, oh, we in for a ride. This is gonna get a nomination.
Yeah. And Matt Reeves is directing, I believe, the series as well.
He is. Yes.
I was pleasantly surprised at how much I actually liked the Batman. I went into it like, but I really enjoyed it.
I agree with that.
It's rough.
It was a sound for me.
It's rough. It's raw. It's just you find yourself. It's year 2 for that Batman. It's just, everything's just very fresh, you know, and I like it. I like what they're doing with that version of Batman. I like what they're doing with this animated version of Batman. I'm sure I'm gonna like what they're gonna do with the Penguin. Sign me up. Sign me up.
Mayhem.
What happened?
You did it again.
Oh, this show feels like how Legends of Korra, they like grew up like not sorry. They made Korra's team and all of them a bit older because the people that watched Avatar in the first place grew up. This feels like, hey, did you like Batman the Animated Series? Hey, do you have back and knee pain now? We got something for you.
Not back and knee pain.
Accurate.
Oh,
Do you have
no.
back and knee pain?
He said
Accurate.
back and knee pain. Jesus Christ.
Back knee pain.
Lady Mandalore, what are your thoughts?
Back knee pain.
I would like some more, sir. Especially with the lovely Lady Selena Kyle. I'm very upset at her. I need more Selena. That's all.
I love what they're doing. I love the direction.
So much so that I want more.
Yeah.
That's my girl. She don't be taking no shit from no.
I was waiting for somebody to bust through the door like, yeah, see, yeah. And I'm just like, because they have these are gangsters we are talking about.
It gives that noir vibe to it.
Yeah, and I love it. I'm like, we don't get it's very, very rare that we get to see any of these franchises, especially that particular franchise, set in that world how it started out.
I just love a lady that doesn't pay her bills and doesn't care. That's all.
Boy, does she have a I don't care attitude. Her maid, on the other hand, was like, look at
man, listen. Yeah, Helga was on some. She was on the right time.
Paid me in 3 months.
She was on time.
I would have left after that first month. Like, we can't do this. I'm gonna tell people who you are.
Month, I give you odd number, 1 week or 3 weeks. Choice is yours. I ain't saying no past that.
Yeah, it's definitely a watch. I wasn't trying to binge it. I just found myself binging it.
Yeah,
because I'm like, this is. I need to go to bed, but this is good. I was like, it was almost 2 a.m. I'm like, no, just go to bed. Go to light. You got to drive in the morning. Go to bed.
I like that Barbara and Jim Gordon are
black.
Yeah,
I love that.
I feel like we're giving away too much, but also not enough at the same time. But yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Just black and with morals. It's like, yo, they are the cleanest cops and everything.
That's like, the thing. You got the moral, but you don't pick up on it so much.
No, it's not like if you are a fan of the franchise in general. Tough talk. I wasn't able to actually look at the screen. I had my headphones on while I was cooking and doing a bunch of stuff around the house, and just listening to it. I need you to mind your motherfucking business, my sir. I take care of my business at home. But as I was cooking and
pause.
Yes, I did.
Pause. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a kid show.
Sir. As I was going around the house, all I got was this sounds like the animated series. Did not know Jim was black. It didn't matter. Jim was still Jim.
I was just thinking, I'm like, is the shading off? And then I look, I'm like, oh no. Okay.
Get it done. Yeah.
I like this.
It's good. It's good.
If you write your characters well enough, the race should not be a factor for whether or not you watch it.
Yeah.
The story is what matters.
Oswalda Cobblepot, Jesus Christ, she's ruthless.
I like it.
I like that.
Yeah,
I was just like, she ain't go. Oh my God.
We likes a fantasy, little Morley Gray with the femmes. Yes,
it was. Yeah, she was performing, and then she turned around, and here's the other side of her. So you ratted me out.
It's okay, baby. I made one. I'll make another.
I'm like, even her own henchman was like, damn. Let
me see where I can send my resume.
Right.
She really does give good health care though.
Right. It's Iceberg Lounge. You don't get you're on the boat, it looks good.
I always have ice. They have free ice on this job. It's like you get to take home food if you do fast food.
You've never been mean to me.
Right. I do exactly what she told me to do. I don't have any problems. So.
Front and back.
We also, so for those who don't know, they are returning to a different world. Yes. If you are a fan of the 90s show, A Different World, they are coming back. They are working on it right now. This will be surrounding Dwayne and Whitley's youngest daughter attending Hillman. Debbie Allen is attached, as well as several other people behind the scenes who worked on the original. This is good for so many reasons.
Yeah.
So many reasons, because that original run of Different World was something culturally different. It was
and significant. It was needed.
Extremely. It was.
Yeah.
And this is something that it's like, you know what? If you wanted something to not retool, not reboot, but continue a storyline, this is it. This would work. Yeah, I mean, look how many look how many Degrassi junior highs we've got.
Yeah. And this makes sense. They're not reaching for it either.
Yeah.
But is it gonna be a comedy as opposed to like they rebooted Belly? And I'm like not interested.
I think this is gonna stay in that same realm of what the original was, because once again, there was nothing wrong with that formula. There was absolutely nothing wrong with that formula. From the original crew to that next cast, there was nothing wrong with the formula. It worked.
And you know what? They can have very special episodes surrounded by what's going on now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Black experience. That was something I like, kind of like about Blackish also, because they did the same thing in Blackish, and now I feel like they can definitely do that in this one too. I'm excited to hear about it.
So my curiosity is they're going to do it before a live studio audience, so and to try to capture that magic.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I
want to be live. I want to be in the studio audience. I could listen. I could laugh on cue. Just say. He.
So yeah, this is them still the story, the cast, the creative team, they're all still attached.
Excellent.
My first question was, is Debbie Allen attached? Did somebody and she is. I was just like, okay, and then as I was reading who all else was it, I'm like, oh, you got the band back together. Yeah, this is the best way to do it. This is the best way, because what better, and like you said, what better way than now to talk about this next generation, to talk about the issues that they're facing even now, whether it's the political landscape, the
funding, housing,
all of it. All of this still is relevant and can still be addressed. And good Lord, like you said, Navy, it's the original run of Different World was extremely significant. It's a stamp. Like, I can still watch that and say, damn, Dean Cain still is an ass. But
right.
Get out of my head. I was thinking the same thing. Just get out of my head, sir.
But no, it's when you have a funny moment and then you turn around, you have a serious
moment.
And the fact that they touched on all of this stuff, including your ancestry and everything else. Yo, the fact that it took place at a time where the Rodney King trial went down.
Yeah, and they went for it. They were told not to, if I'm remembering.
Yeah,
and they said, no, we have to. This is something we can't pass up. This is how we have to make a stand. And even though I think it shortened the show, if I'm remembering correctly, that I just
it was I felt better for them sticking to their guns.
Yeah.
And saying, you know what, it's one of those situations where, you know, you see a lot of shows, a lot of other podcasts or whatever, and they always try to hit the hot button issue because it's the hot thing to talk about. However, the way they addressed a lot of these issues, they addressed them as they should have been.
Yeah.
You know, what happened in this moment with these people? What happened in this? How does these things, you know, they made them personal. You know, when they HIV, they talked about that. When they date rape, they talked about that. Racism, they talked about that.
Domestic abuse in college.
Oh my God, all of it. And then you get some funny episodes in between. But they never once shied away from the issues. And I think that's something that is definitely needed now. In the way to address those issues.
And they showed like healthy mentorship. You know, that like it's not all fun and games. Sometimes you have to say serious things, even though that's hard. And it's interesting how I don't know how old the folk were, but now kind of almost being that age is like, oh wow, okay, we're these people now. Like I've heard, particularly from millennials, oh wow, somebody let us be the adults. Somebody let us be the parents.
Yeah.
Like, have you made your own people? I have, but I'm your leader. Yeah. I got that from John Mulaney. I usually try to give credit.
So it's definitely something I'm looking forward to. It literally just came. I'm like, I didn't know they were discussing this thing for so long. They said they had been discussing this for several years, and I think now's the time they need that.
I want you guys to be on the show. I want Blur's Eyeview because like they have to talk about Blurs, like but the bunch of college kids probably go to these conventions. I want you guys to have a guest spot. I am manifesting the heck out of that.
Miss Allen, if you would ever have us on, I would be extremely appreciative.
Mm-hmm. That's something that's going to be my prayers from now until the end of time.
I can do my own makeup. I don't have any on currently, which is why I'm shiny, but I can if I can contribute in any way to make this happen.
And I can dress myself.
I could be an HBCU consultant.
Yes. I'm trying. I want to be on the show too. I'm so sorry.
I went to a religious PWI. So
hold on. What'd you say, Nicole?
I said I could do makeup and your nails if you need help.
She could.
I can.
I could be a teacher. I know
I'll be the voice of the new pit or whatever. I'll
be the voice. I could be Whitley's daughter's best friend or something.
I can be a professor that's also a Zeta, and I can actually wear my para. There we go.
Hey,
and while I would love to be on the show, and y'all they want to do guest spots, please keep the toxic influencers off of the show if you really want the show to last. Keep the toxic influencers off of there because they don't care about nothing but their numbers. The story is all that matters. Continuity is all that matters. Some of these little fuckers don't even know what continuity is. They think it's toilet paper.
We would hope.
I just went to a religious PWI, so I need a do-over anyway.
Oh,
okay. You can be the transfer. Perfect.
I want to be.
I'll tell you about
from like a rival
here's
campus.
the big
I went to
scam about
A&T.
When it comes to transferring in college, it's really just like taking a gamble of how much of that class you took is going with you, and then the school you go to is like, you did this much, and we'll accept maybe this much, and then you just even further back, paying extra money, and it's
ouch. That
I know. I remember the episode. Oh, relax, relate, release.
Hold on. Am I doing the body motions right? I remember
yeah. Don't forget you gotta lose your wig. So if you got a wig on, oh my god. So
have a fame flashback.
Fame flashback.
I love that show.
So Wes Armstrong is currently on he's on a tour. Wes Armstrong is on a tour with Vigilante. It's what this banner saying is saving the stale superhero tropes. Next to Deadpool. And it's telling a different story, and we love it. We've managed to, let me see, myself, Kira, Tafari, I think Navy.
I did not get the chance. I was working.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
All I did was give somebody.
Wait, man, I think you've seen it too. Yeah,
all I did was give somebody a Pokédex. That's all I did.
But this is Wes Armstrong, Maestro from The Wire, and Cleo Thomas, and this is an amazing piece. But we're going to look at the trailer, and we're going to give our review on what we've seen at BlurCon and DreamCon, and what is currently being accepted in a lot of awards right now. So here's the trailer for that.
Bro, why would you, as a black man, get 3 other black men monkey masked? I'd honestly rather use a white hood.
Things getting gritty. Keep a pop with me.
Now, what hero you know wear a monkey mask?
Vigilante did it for the city.
We are talking theft, B&E, and murder, all for a drug.
Where are the hero.
We'll wipe out these dealers one by one until they get the message. Tommy with the speed. Brian will kinetically charge Zay with a couple of hits. I'll handle the camouflage. You take the D-blood from the dealers and destroy it. Tonight did not go as planned.
What y'all doing?
We're not heroes, Tommy. Not now, not ever.
I don't have to be a hero to do the right thing.
I'm so mad I missed it. I'm so mad I missed
Let
it.
me tell you.
Coming up,
Let me tell you. This is the shot in the arm that the Blur community is looking for. We've been wanting stories about us and in these superhero tropes told from our perspectives. This is it. This is it.
I'm very excited for them. I'm so excited for them.
One coming up in Georgia, so if anybody's down there, you can go see it now. Or
It's supposed to be here.
Yeah,
It is.
It was. I think it's like maybe 20 minutes long.
It's about 20 minutes.
About 20, 25 with credits, and then it was cool. The person at Dream kind of shouted out, "I need 6 seasons and a movie." Same.
Yeah.
Ditto.
This is something that we didn't get a chance to like really embellish on in any other form, really. Like if you've seen the excitement that we had for like Lovecraft Country, imagine if it was something, and we stated it, it was called the VCU, and Wes Armstrong has been running with it. You know, he is giving us the credit for it, and he's saying, yeah, this is, yeah. And they've been getting the bronze. They're currently in the bronze lens award nominee and a couple other nominees. Like the
Michaud Film Fest, and I'm trying to find the other one, but they're up for 3 awards.
Yeah,
they're up for 3 awards.
That first one's a Oscar qualifying film festival.
Yep. Yo, can you imagine, like, out the gate, your own original story getting Oscar nominated?
Yes.
Your first, maybe not your first out the gate, but your first out the gate.
Yeah. Mayhem, what you think when you see it?
One thing that's great about this is casting. I think it plays well with our expectations of Cleo Thomas and subverts them. It looks damn cool. Like it's not super stylistic where like, oh, this is definitely a Tarantino thing or something. Like you can't immediately place it, but this world has a vibe and a look and an energy from the opening frames that carries throughout that I love. Damn, and it's yeah, it was a captivating 20 minutes. Like I didn't know what to expect sitting in, and I thought like, oh, this be a nice little cool something, you know, fan film. So I thought it was going to have more of a amateur sheen to it. Like no, this was off a back Hollywood lot somewhere, clean as hell, production clean, set clean, everything was just story had me locked in, and when it ended I was pissed because like
where's the rest? Little background. Wes Armstrong said that this took $40,000 to make.
Okay.
If you've seen what we've seen and the questions that were asked, they asked how did he do the effects and everything, and he explains these they're so simple. So, and then you look at major productions and you're saying he did this for $40,000 and used practical measures, and this looked
look, Marvel, either you can either be ashamed of yourselves or you can hire this man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Marvel and DC both.
Please.
Pretty much.
Hey, DC, all right. They cool. They got
whatever. They both cheating people out of millions of dollars, and these folks took $40,000 to create something that was well worth it in 20 minutes. Come on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
come out with the guns blazing.
My nigga, let's go.
Between this and the cosplays and the timing of Deadpool and Wolverine and the theme of second chances, go and let that man be a hellion. Just go ahead and give him the Jetstream cosign. Like it's
Cleo Thomas, who we if you know, followed him. I followed him for a long time. Watched a lot of the films he was in. But to see this side, when you see this, if you get a chance to, you're gonna be like, damn. Because look, I've seen it 3 times, and just like I'm still amazed at what happens, and I'm just like, yo.
He came across as if this doesn't sound 100% right, but it came across as though he meant that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around. No, I mean that with the crux of my soul. The words that I'm saying to you is for facts. I'm not playing. This is not acting. I mean,
also 3 times in a black theater each time was also an experience. So
the outcome, the response to it was everybody had the same. The questions that came out was this, where's the rest? We want more. That was dope as hell.
Pretty much.
And it's been in 3. From what we know, it's been in 3 different states already.
When's it coming to New Jersey? So I need to know.
Is it in LA?
Tell your local film festivals to come get them.
Or is it gonna be next year at BlurCon? I'll be there next Thursday then.
And the funny part, because we actually got to close out the screening at DreamCon with the questions, so they're very happy with the reception from us. But then when I also got to close out Cleo's press conference, and we actually found out his new movie that he booked was because of Vigilante. So the dude who wrote this horror picture that he's in, it wasn't some big blockbuster, it wasn't some big Hollywood red carpet thing. He came to a screening of Vigilante and was just like, I think you would be perfect for this. So everybody just backing one brother's project helped someone else get the next projection in life, which is what happens
on top of the connections that Wes has made, because he got invited to a few of the places we've just mentioned that should hire him as well. It's when you're undeniable, who's gonna tell you can't walk through the door? That man, that team by themselves is incredible.
So Wes and Cleo and Apollo Fresh, who does the music for Vigilante, what you heard, into the rest of the cast, there's no other way to say it. Y'all did a fucking amazing job. Like, it was just, it was something we needed. And I said it before, it's the shot in the arm that we've been looking for. We want to see more. You've seen the popularity that Supercell has created. You need to see this. This is why Blurred Station is such a big deal for us, because the stuff that's showing up on there, the IPs that are there, and the stories that are coming out from all these creatives, whether it's in a comic, a manga, or animation, or live action, there's things happening that need to be seen.
I would love for Blurred Station to be the exclusive holders for that. Just even a short by itself. Listen, look.
If
that's a draw.
Wes, come off the tour long enough. Shoot it over to Kevin. I already emailed him, so shoot it over to Kevin. Let him know. But yeah, it is. It's good. Congratulations, number one, on all these nominations.
Absolutely.
You're going to get. I'm saying this. This is my mutant power talking. You're going to get an award off of this. Yeah, I don't know which one.
Light work.
But you're getting an award. You're definitely getting an award, because
let's do Oscars and Saturns.
Cleo Thomas, my guy.
And eyes are going to be on this from all of the major companies, so they're really going to be trying to get to him.
They're gonna be sitting. They're gonna be sitting in on the awards. The people that offer the awards are the people that make those bigger. I'm assuming make those bigger decisions.
I'm just saying, Wes. If you go to Blur Station, come over to Blur Station. You keep the IP. It won't get buried. You keep the IP, and it's all yours.
Chad won't steal your shit.
Yeah. So.
Congrats again on the horror flick, but if you die first, I'm leaving. That's just
Black you guy won't get the first. Tubi treatment.
I told him at DreamCon, I will watch the movie, but if you die first, I'm doing the Peter Griffin. Done. Got my money, bought a ticket, supported it. It's time for me to hit the old dusty trail.
Oh my god. Oh man. So as I said, this season has been for us one hell of a season. We have been extremely busy. This is the season that was won. Whether it was through the shows and the people we've interviewed, whether it was the live stream that we've done over at BlurCon, whether it's all the news we've been premiering for Blurred Station and the people that's joined on Blurred Station, we have been moving. We have been tired, but it's the kind of tired it's worth it because it's paying off, So the ladies were able to do their, if you watch the Tuesday show, I advise you to go back and watch the Tuesday show. The ladies did an amazing job on Tuesday night show. And
I have to show you.
But they did their con grabs, and now it's the fella's turn. I guess they felt a certain kind of way.
It's okay. Y'all jealous. It's all right.
I was just like, I thought we was doing a quick round table, and then it was like 12 minutes plus me having to dig up receipts to prove my own innocence.
Hey, you suggested it, not me.
On camera of first off, they didn't have anything in my size. So when Kira bought the shirt, I have it on camera of Shoyo leaving like 2 minutes before, saying bye everybody, see y'all tomorrow. So yeah, I was just, me and my client are innocent yawner. I just want that out there.
Wow.
Opportunities for people.
I know, Navy, you always have some beautiful pieces, Reverend, that you picked up over. Let me see. You've done Blurred. You've done San Diego. You're going to be doing Dragon next, right?
Yes, I'll be doing Dragon Labor Day weekend, and I'll be in Atlantic Comic Con. So
in Atlantic Comic Con, which is it this week? Yes.
No, it's next weekend.
No,
next weekend. Yeah,
next weekend. I was blessed, especially with San Diego, because the retailers luncheon, I'm not able to. I'm broke when San Diego rolls around. When I tell y'all, I'm a hustling nigga. I hustle my butt off. But
who said retail?
If I go to San Diego, I got to talk like I'm from New York and just haggle.
But
I can do it.
Yeah. There are some vendors that will say, okay, well, yeah, but you won't get that many. Don't go over to Funko side because they will hurt your feelings. They will hurt your feelings. But I did get something special from the folks at Explosive who make the game Side 9 Happiness. They actually gave me a PS4 set, and they said, "Which game do you own? A PS4 or a Switch?" I said, "Neither. I'm broke." He started laughing at me. He said, "All right." So he gave me the PS4 version, which is actually really dope. It comes with pins. It came with the PS4 game, a dumpster with one of the characters in it, an eyeball that I could just violate however I want, scare the crap out of some kids. I was able to acquire this
nice
Deadpool #4 exclusive cover that they only offered there.
Nice. I do love inks. I do love covers that have inks like that, inks and pencils like that. It's something, I don't know what it is. I just like when they have a good picture, like you see it raw like that.
Yeah. So y'all know about this.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of this. The man himself signed it for me.
All right. Nice. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and the interview was incredible. What else can I reach for within reach? Oh, I think I showed this one already.
Oh yeah, something
Stealing the Children #37 signed by James Tinian.
I love that man.
That man is harder to find than a deadbeat dad, but he was not long enough to sign him. I'm telling you. Exactly. Exactly. Brother was hustling. There was just so many different things that I got.
Obi said, "Not my daddy."
Lord. One of my favorites was I actually got to meet a comic creator from the UK named Joan. She came out with a series called this is the Country of Buganda. And it's beautifully done. She does the whole thing. I've been touching base with her. I'm definitely gonna share it with the crew. But I would say encourage these smaller creators because they were in small press doing the damn thing. Yeah. Yes. The opening thing for Ianu. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Which is it's.
I can't wait, man.
That looks Ianu. That trip. That I wish I'd have grabbed that trip when I had the chance. But I think we might do like an offside thing and do it because that
opening is beautiful. It gets you in the groove of the story. So
it's definitely giving Avatar, The Last Airbender type vibes.
I love it. I love it. San Diego was everything. And again, to everyone who got me to represent the brand to do that interview, I appreciate it.
You know, we work over here. Mayhem, you're up next.
So what are we doing? Sorry.
Just showing off our con hall.
Chaos Demon.
Although if you were to ever go to San Diego Comic-Con, you would probably tell Logan, you were like, I'm sorry, baby. Papa has no money.
We'd never find him. If Will went to San Diego, we'd never find him. Straight up.
It's too expensive to get there. You gotta. It's like Disney World.
He said expensive, not expensive. He said expensive.
Never can afford the E or the X.
That's not in the budget.
You got to fund all 3 bags.
You know, I got man himself, Phil Lamar, to sign my 50-year celebration of Green Lantern book.
Nice.
King T'Chaka to sign my T'Chaka Funko Pop and take photos and hang out because we kept running into him like 87 times before the con ended. That was lit. What other highlights of this year? Is that what we're talking about? Of the season?
We were showing off the haul as well as highlights of the season.
I can't show off stuff because the green screen, like the Green Lantern book, just disappears in the
wow.
It's not great. It's not a great situation I'm set up here with.
I'm just hearing no receipts. That's all I'm hearing. No receipts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold up. Go to somebody else. Does Kara want to run her mouth? I'll be right back.
Oh. Why you say something? Why you say something?
Challenge!
I was
Lady Mandalore, the human trigger. Ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty much. But now you've gone and let everybody.
Please, no more human size.
Tafari, I guess you up then.
Kira with the gaslight backstory.
Just while he's back there cooking up whatever crazy crap he's about to go do. First off, thank you, Ozzy and Biz, for the card stands because I didn't have enough in the mail. So now I actually have like a proper display to sit these things on. And apparently they were giving out lanyards. So thank y'all for that. Because Hippie put me to work twice. Thank you, How to Nerd Podcast, for both these bags. Because if I got to hand them out to the crowd, I'm keeping one for myself both times. Martian Blueberry actually gave us some cool stuff. So Carl and Love couldn't make it, but they were very appreciative of us helping get these out. So shout out to Chris on their team for that. Chili's apparently wanted to throw money in the ring last second. So when we got Kira off the Burger Time game, eventually they gave us T-shirts.
I was rocking the shit out that game, and they was janky the first 10 minutes. So
yeah, we couldn't get to start for like 15 minutes. So then they kind of just gave us. They have gift cards and like trading cards too. But once we got it to start, Kira said one more level about 18 different times.
What's wrong with that? That's how it always works.
Also, YouTube Gaming, which apparently this is actually like some very comfortable material. Like this is not going to dry up and get crusty after 2 washes. Thank God.
No, that is YouTube money type of shirt right there. It's gonna last
better be
a while.
Hello,
He got
YouTube.
money.
I just let you know our show is on your network.
Yes.
Be kind.
Hi, this is your conscience. We'd love to have more airtime. Could you please get us monetized?
No, shout out to Auntie who was working the front door because you had to do like a little scavenger hunt to meet, and she just kept asking me, Shoyo, and Kira questions. It's like, so who plays horror games? Stamp. Okay, who is another creator? Stamp. Y'all took a picture in the booth? Stamp, stamp, stamp. And it was like, okay, now go over there and get a hat and a t-shirt and whatever else. And we was like, say less. Everyone else was wandering around the entire weekend trying to get this filled. So
I'm your
you got a choice of a t-shirt. You got a t-shirt. It was like a long sweatshirt with the little shorts logo, or literal YouTube shorts. But my legs are too big for that. So no. You also got a hat. They also gave out YouTube gaming hats. And apparently their mascot is like this little bear that I've never heard of. So they had a big one, but this little thing.
Okay. Stinky.
Also, at one point they couldn't. I guess they didn't get rid of all the hats, so they were just like throwing them out to people. So if anybody wants a second hat, I can call this now.
Right.
Wait a minute, one of those is mine, but okay.
Is it?
One of those do belong to me.
One of those was mine. But no, it's fine.
So
are you missing a hat, Jane? Because I've when I got done packing, I realized I had extra stuff from everybody.
So mine was from a couple places. But I did get 10 pins by Don Jimenez.
Nice.
Got my How to Nerd podcast bag when they came to BlurCon. So shout out to Hippie Goals and the crew of How to Nerd podcast for that. Also my Slice of Life Otaku Noir box. With so many cool things in here that I don't want to open it, but here we go. Got some dope art once again by Don Jimenez.
Jimenez.
Jimenez. I got half a storm because when I went to Otaku Noir and was picking my storm, I somehow forgot her legs. So
not you left her without a leg to
but wait. He looked out for me. Shout out to the crew at Otaku Noir. They able to get me a storm with them all.
Oh, okay.
They sent me.
Oh, that's dope.
Of course, the king, T'Challa. Both Monica Rambeau and her mother as Miss Marvel.
Nice.
And Nick Fury, all Lego minifigures.
Nice.
Also, I was able to get from the kind that Kira went to out in Brooklyn, Tales from Midnight from the crew over at Midnight Comics. Shout out to Lloyd and Natasha. This so fun.
And Epiphany Engine as well.
Yes, Epiphany Engine, Lord. And then last but not least, I got a print from Oz the Virus of the goddess herself. I am currently on the hunt for a nice frame because Walmart won't do it.
Excuse me, Captain. Can I throw something else in here as well?
Yeah.
Okay, because everybody was showing their stuff. I actually had to go into the other room. So I was talking to y'all about the Legend of Uganda. These are the books themselves, including one called Naki, which is about an assassin in the Ugandan nation. Joan, bless her heart, that lady right there, Joan Asalo, is actually a princess, and she wrote all this, and I got to meet her and chat with her. So, and yes, she would like to come on the show. So when I say a brother was hustling,
I mean, we like royalty here. We do.
The Reverend doing the Lord's work and keeping money in the church.
Hey.
I got my I don't know about that. Anyway, I got my signed copy of Robot Girl. So, and there's a new series that came out called Sister Powers. The story is amazing. One day the girls, their powers manifest and their parents go, "Oh no, we forgot to tell you." And then you see life just go on their merry little way. Black and white Spider-Man, black and white red cover.
Nice.
And for you Robotech fans, exclusive covers of the Rick Hunter series that you can only get from the con. Went to the panel and said, "All right, everybody, come get a copy." Woo! So we all went up there, and that's all I got.
Did you get anything good from the Yu-Gi-Oh promo packs?
No, I wasn't. No, no. I'd rather deal with my ex-wife. No, hot garbage. Sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh has started to disillusion me with the way Konami is doing things. I play more Lorcana now than I do Yu-Gi-Oh.
All right, it was like a old pack. I'm like, maybe these are from the prime time. We'll get something good. I just didn't want them to collect dust anymore.
No, but it's over.
From Konami, like HQ too. That's the funny part.
I didn't show the rest of the Taco Noir box, but there's because it's so dense. But anytime you get in a Taco Noir box, which we are a proud affiliate of, you get really cool stuff. Like you don't miss. When it comes to Taco Noir, you just don't miss. So shout out to Hanif and his team for that. They never disappoint. They go sign up for Taco Noir. You always get something cool. Like you've seen the Frosted Fangs box. I got a Lego kit. I still got a Lego kit I got to put together that I got from them. The cup that Lainey has right now, that was one of in their box. That was in the Ozzy Oz virus edition box.
No, it was in the BlurCon box.
That was That was the edition.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, that was the edition.
No, that's coming up. The Ozzy one's coming up.
Were they selling that one at BlurCon, or was that just a display they had? I didn't see it.
I don't know if they were selling that at BlurCon, but it was supposed to be only exclusive to those who got the box. So they might have had extra.
There were two boxes. There was the box for those cups.
Yeah.
And then there was the Ozzy box. There were two different boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the Ozzy box is coming up.
And then you and Kira, I think, both got the last two Storm Princes. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm not ashamed of that. I am not ashamed of that.
If you got the cup, you're twinning. That's all I gotta say. If you got the cup, you're twinning. So
I mean, we twinning with the cup, we twinning with the things. Like, come on, that's all.
Pass the ball back, coach.
Yeah, he has returned
from no flex.
His time in the hyperbolic time.
He turned off the background.
I'm doing the world's most dangerous game. That is being in front of a blank green screen.
Shadows.
I got static.
Nice.
I got Icon versus Hardware.
That was such a dope ass story. Yo, that storyline was dope.
Best part about it is I didn't get those at a con. I just wanted to show off. Does Kira want to run her mouth?
Now he's flexing off topic. Not at all.
Stuff.
Let him segue.
As stated, Green Lantern 50th anniversary, signed by the man himself. Get into it. Get off it, light. There you go. Gang.
Hence why he couldn't have the green screen up, because it would have took it off.
Interview number 4.
Got stuff signed by royalty.
And shout out, and when you showed static, shout out to Nicholas Ivy Draper. He just started working for Sony Animation.
Oh, nice.
From the con, signed Jason Michael Primrose.
Shout out to Jason. Jason, I love that guy.
It was so good to see him.
Yes, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. I've got my copy of Soul from Midnight Comics, the newest one that's out. I just thought I would throw that out there because I just wanted to flex a little bit.
You mean the folks I'm helping them run their blog now? You mean those people?
You mean me?
Midnight Comics? You mean those
people?
people?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Flex Fest continues.
Right, about the famous versus famous.
What you trying to say?
The voice? You mean the voice that I helped tune because I also helped with their audio show? Is that the voice you're talking about?
I be on my notes, sir. I be on my notes. I be reading my notes.
Okay. Let me make sure I turn your mic down next time.
Wow.
Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer.
The heck is going on?
Is it signed?
Here?
Yes. Oh no, that came printed on there. This is actual signed. And
David Brownson, shout out to David.
They go thank you in there. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. And last but not least,
ma'am,
no didn't.
Ma'am, no, keep going. I'll be right back.
My crowning jewel, the man himself, Atan Wakandi, signed, and he was super hyped to see. I don't think he realized this pop existed. So yeah, I mean, should I, in my travels, come across another one, I got you, my guy.
Kira, don't worry. You'll be able to flex when you get this.
Oh no, I see. I'm waiting. You see me quiet, right? I see you, Navy. I know you got me. I got you. It's all right. We cool. We cool.
Hey, y'all had your turn. It is ours. So, so after the interview,
You feel good
I was smart enough to bring it because I was smart enough to bring it to the press conference. Mr. Jeter was actually kind enough to sign my copy of Spider-Man Miles Morales, which when I went down to go get the autograph. Side story: standing in front of me was that NPC Miles Morales kid. Actually, cool guy on his best behavior. Somehow that video went to like the alt-right side of Facebook, but this was still a good memory.
That's why I don't mess with
why that? How that happened?
Because
I don't know. I looked and I was like, oh, look, 1 million views. And I just see a bunch of comments and I'm just stuff I can't even repeat on this podcast. And I'm like, how did y'all get over here? Just
Spider-Mans? No.
Basically. Like one of the comments is like, they're erasing us from everything. I'm like,
yes, we're coming. Yes, we're coming for all of them. I'm just saying.
You saw a cosplayer meet a voice actor, and that was your takeaway?
We create our own.
It's the real one. I'm like, no,
Which
one is the real Miles? You don't see that big ass banner in the back with his name on it in the pose. All right.
No, he's still Spider-Man. So basically, he can't allow to be a different kind of Spider-Man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he was cool enough to hook me
up.
No.
Just so everybody knows, this has been a
We're
bottle
coming
of
for
white
all
tears.
of them.
White tears. I've been drinking it all evening. It's been
season it.
How does
There you go.
1.5 million views. Mayhem's comment could be accurate. I get paid for rage clicks though, so please keep going.
But yeah, it's definitely been our July and part of August has been really busy. It's still going. But if you're at a con, support an artist, support a creative, please. They're not just there for their health. These are really cool pieces that we get from these guys, whether it's art, whether it's a comic, whether it's a graphic novel, whether it's a pop, whether it's just meeting one of the people who does the voice work or has been the actor or whatever. Go out there, show your support, and pick up some swag. It's fun. It's fun.
It's fun spending money.
And out fake money to do back charges, though. May God put a plague upon your house.
Let's not do that with fake $20 bills. Can we not, please?
Or back charging $500+ purchases.
Yes.
Don't. I saw that mess.
Don't do that, please.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, because here's the thing. The majority of the blur community will find you. I'm just saying.
That's true.
We will find you.
And we will $500. You pull Luke Cage and show up at your door.
Yeah.
Right. Like they have your information. Why would you? The safety of the blood community shall be stripped away from you.
I mean, we are watching. That's all a good majority of us waiting on is like, who was it? We keep an eye. On it.
Especially $500.
Not even that.
That was filling up, girls.
There's a level of stupid there. Do you think that you can get away and think someone's not going to come after you? In this day and age, you can be found, my guy, my girl, my non-binary.
It's not about the money. It's about the principalities.
What was you going to say, Kira?
It's about the money. You can't show that. Who are you going to show that off to?
If you pay me.
You better not post that on the internet. You better not post that on the internet.
I got this. Nigga, you stole it.
I'm going to tell you, there's a quick story before we check out. A couple of years ago, here in Cleveland, many that know Superman was created here in Cleveland. There was a gentleman, special needs person, but he was a huge Superman fan. He had collectibles from toys, comics, you name it, all dating back to almost the 70s, right? And caring guy, very nice guy, and he was very friendly, outgoing, and everything. Well, he was friendly to the wrong person. And he had allowed this one person in his home, and while he was watching TV, this person just took his stuff out the room because his room was near the back door. And he took his stuff. He took all of his stuff, just about.
Wow.
Well, here's the thing. The guy knew who it was. But here's the thing. Now the community is after you. Not the blur community, the nerd community. That's the entire, that's everyone. Now they're looking out. They're like, yo, you can't sell any of this stuff.
Nope.
Do you realize you can't fence this off? You can't take it to a it made the news. It was in the newspapers. It was online. You couldn't get rid of this stuff because it was it's too hot. And people were on Facebook saying, if he tries to sell it to me, I'm gonna get his name.
And then I'm gonna get his ass.
and I'm gonna take it and I'll say, if I gotta get it from him just to bring it back to you, I will.
Yeah.
And
that's a Red Skull moment. Just a word has been given.
And when I say this gentleman had to bring all that stuff back and drop it off at his back porch when dude wasn't home, and he got pretty much like 90% of his stuff back.
Good.
Because obviously he got rid of something or probably kept something before the word hit the street. But yeah, look.
So that's only a 10% ass whooping. You still getting your ass beat.
I'm about to say 10% ass whooping is still an ass whooping.
Because whoever bought it, because the people who probably bought that stuff off of him and didn't know, you're gonna have that section who didn't know, and then you're gonna have the section who says, "Oh, whatever." So the section who don't know, you get a pass. And especially if you turned around and said, "Wait, hold on," and that actually happened. Now that I think about it, one or two people actually they realized where the stuff came from. They're like, "Yo, I'm giving this back to this dude." That's where that came.
That's all right.
I'm not keeping this.
I didn't think this was going to happen. I didn't. No, I feel guilty that I got this off this dude. Because
you're tapping my fucking foot. All right, can we?
You don't take vulnerable people.
Justice was served, however, and dude just obviously could not show his face. And but it was just one of them things. It's like, you cannot do this in these communities. People care. People do care. They do watch out for each other. In this blurred community, there's some things that's happened that I will not mention on this show that are very unsavory at best. And when I say within a 72-hour time frame, that person was found.
Yeah. Good.
Words need not be said.
Ghetto got guidelines. Don't try it over here.
Yeah.
I hope we got dealt with.
Listen, look, let's let that be. Let's leave that out in the
I would rather not go into that particular situation. I just know that I helped. Hey,
I wasn't savaging.
This who you looking for? Here you go.
I'm not saying I threw a punch, but I may have held the door open.
So, without further ado, this is our time. This is the season finale of season 13. This has been a great season. Obviously, we're going forward. We're taking a couple weeks off. But
y'all have plenty to be entertained with.
Yeah, it'll be a pillowcase.
Facts.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow, bro, what?
Oh my God.
Well, you really can't use frozen oranges. The reason why, because never mind.
Soap.
They crack. You can't really do much when you got.
You can't really do. I mean, if you do oranges, don't do frozen oranges. That's your problem.
No.
Chinese apple.
Well, where'd you come up with that? Like, for real?
Full Metal Jacket.
Right.
Family Guy.
For the price of oranges, you could just get a couple of locks and throw it in the pillowcase too.
You know, everybody sleeps on mangoes.
I ain't wasting my I'm not bruising a good mango on a human
flesh
being.
ratio is small.
I'm just saying, mangoes better have a better shock absorption than oranges do. I'm just saying.
I'm not bruising.
It depends on the size of the mango, because there's like bigger ones. And then
I'm saying if it's a big mango, I'm not bruising a human being. If it is, I'm not bruising that on somebody.
Right.
Why do you like to use these things, and that's how you know why.
So before we check out, I want to do the quick round table of everybody, how they felt on this season, their memorable moments. Real quick, make it like 2 minutes. I forgot to grab my clock, but 2 minutes. It don't take long. It don't
30
take
seconds.
long.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm looking at my clock. I ain't worried about
so
it.
Jafari, the clock is on. Go.
It's been crazy. Also, thank you, Nintendo, for this patch. I guess y'all weren't doing bags this year. Also, Clyde McDoom and Panadonia for this Cup of Kawhi Cup. It's been crazy. We have been out here in these streets, and I'm definitely feeling it, Mr. Krabs. So, a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. Bigger, better, blacker next season.
Oh, always that.
That's what she said.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I'm mad I didn't catch that. Nice one, Kara.
Oh my God, go ahead. I'm not even doing sign-offs because if y'all don't know us by now,
Ain't no point.
Go ahead, lady.
I will say that I particularly enjoyed our X-Men 97 conversations as a highlight. Just kind of being in the moment, being that like I remember watching X-Men 97 a little bit as a kid. Not 97, excuse me, X-Men a little bit as a kid, but then I had to rewatch it, just being in the moment of this and just all the background and just all how it just fits in together. Obviously BlurCon, this is my third BlurCon, and it just gets better and better each year. Interviewing Jay Lee, that was a highlight because I'm an Orville fan, and he was massively cool.
And you killed that interview.
Thank you. But he was fun. It was really fun to do. Actually meeting Jason Michael Prendos, he was really cool. I actually met him the first time because I honestly don't remember when he was on the show the first time, but I met him the first time in Harlem, and then he was then on the show, and then we chilled at Comic-Con.
Jason's been on the show like 4 times.
It's not enough. It's not.
Like every time he has something, he just hits me up. I'm like, dude, at this point, you're part of the crew. At this point, just come on, just let me know. He's like, I want to set something up. Say less, just say less.
Yeah, he's cool as hell. So it's been an experience, and I'm just really happy just to be here and be a part.
Get over there. There we go.
Oh, I forgot to flex on these. Yeah, I got these from DreamCon. I got my Miss
What 2 minutes started?
Ain't nobody asked you. You can't read it anyway.
Minute 45.
I would love. The season that I love how Lady Manda put 2 and 2 together this season. Yes, I did. And you know what? I wanted to give you an intro when you said hello. I wanted to say, believe it or not, it's Je suis tigre. I love this season. I have done the most. Sorry, let me take this off. I have done the most this season. Yes, I'm glamorous. It's the lighting. Sorry. Interviewing Ahmed Best. Interviewing. Oh my God. King T'Chaka. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Y'all have been saying his name all night long, and I can't remember it right now. Thank you, Connie. Jesus. I got to meet Lord Najee Jeter. Like, how? I got to meet Kev on stage. I got to meet. I'm not trying to flex it because if I heard me saying this out loud, it's wild. I got to meet Chase Conley, somebody that is now iconic in the X-Men animated series world for me. Like, and we talked for like what felt like an hour of chit chat, and it was wild.
It was an hour and a half.
An hour? No, don't count the minutes. Don't tell me. Don't tell me the odds.
Not too far. It's not a jealous over there.
I was there for it.
Yeah. He was keeping minutes. Lord Mark of RDC, somebody that was also integral in making me want to take these internet journeys. as well. That's a funny man and humble as shit. I'm not surprised. I was appreciative of how humble that man is. Shout out Ippy. Lord, and Aaron Conley.
I'm mad they uploaded right when we went live.
I know. I'm mad. Aaron Conley, the manager of Illustrious Talent. Lord, adding on Adventure Time, adding on Whoopty. That was this year. That was just this year. It feels like it was so long ago. That was so much fun. I don't want to ever do it again. Please don't leave. My time is not up, sir. You keep interrupting me, and I want to say being able to share all of this with y'all has been magical. Très magique, as the French say, because Paris Olympics. Also awesome.
Tres magic.
Très magnificent.
Très magnifique.
Yes.
I failed French, but I still know how to speak it.
Boy.
Not the unison and we.
Brie, and like apples and cheddar cheese and wine. Oh,
omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
Oh, Whoopty, what was your moments for the season?
Being added to the team. I really appreciate being pulled in and being able to talk about all the lovely nerdy things I normally do without somebody looking at me like my head is on fire.
I mean, you are wearing devil horns right now, so I mean,
and the glasses is banging too.
Thank you. I enjoyed having Tafari experience MomoCon with me. That was fun. Listen, I got room, and if the rest of y'all want to come, bring it on.
Say less.
Are in the works. This is
and also ask him. I've got room.
No, I need Lainey and Kira to go over there with what is the tape you use? You're gonna paint so it doesn't rip everything. I need you to go over. Yeah, get like a stick of that and just go over to that house and just start drawing places that she can put little knickknacks because there's so much unused space that she needs to be utilizing.
Yeah, there is a lot of unused space.
Like to get the desk, she could run a whole shop.
Pictures.
So much space, so little time.
I'll do it.
And Lainey, I really loved the X-Men 97 recaps because they were timely. We watched the episode that day and that evening we were in it. I'm happy to be here.
Yay!
The cinematic assassin.
Aww. Blink twice if you're in danger, little girl.
Baby, alone.
I didn't ask for this. Who came to set on me?
Wiggle your bonnet. We'll help you. Wiggle your bonnet. We'll help
Not
you.
wiggle your bonnet.
Don't draw attention to this. What's the 3 things I always say? Take with you. Take your meds, take your PTO, take a deep breath, let that go. That's always important.
But what are you grateful for, though?
What?
What did you like about this season, though?
I like to be quiet.
Now it's funny, right? Now it's not funny.
No, the lit part was BlurCon for me. Honestly, jumping in and running that stream. Having the audio equipment that we needed to help make sure that everybody had a mic for the most part, and just having the expertise to try and make sure it sounded as clean and crispy as possible. It really helped me, in a sense, like feel more solidified in what my role is in the team and this, that, and the fourth, and just make me feel better about myself. Little smile on my face.
You're pretty.
Crispy.
I like being able to run our blog for real. Again, just the reminders that I need that I'm cool, I have value, everything's good. Like I can't begin to express enough just how I am very much like the X-Men we've been talking about, found family over everything. This is just an amazing collection of people. I am thankful every day that I get to wake up and be a part of this collective and continue to do work with you all. And just on that note, before I pass the mic, I just want to say, any of you, anybody out there listening, I am proud of you. If you haven't heard it from anyone else, I'm proud of you. You've taken those 3 pounds off. You went back and got those last few credits. You have done the thing that you did not expect to do when this year started. I am proud of you. Stay locked in. Keep going. There's a million people going through that same struggle right here with you. If you ever need somebody to talk to, you can holler at me at Mayhem Media all day, every day. Peace.
We also have someone. Apparently, we have Olympic royalty running tomorrow.
What?
So
let's go.
Our world is smaller than we think.
Right.
Don't tell her.
Good luck to her. Good luck to her.
Good luck.
Yes.
Spartan, you up? What was your moments from this season?
Well, we got to. I never thought. Two things. I never thought we would get to talk to such a man as Cleo Thomas. I never thought that we get to interview Kenan Thompson. And not a lot of
that was this year.
Yeah.
Thanks to Kira just having to have the luck of the draw, I guess, as far as running into the man and then immediately getting him to agree to a podcast. So shout out to Kira for that one. And just, although I wasn't there for a lot of the guys when you were at BlurCon and other spots. I just like actually enjoying people that are all on the mission. When you're on the mission, it shines, it shows. I'm proud to literally be associated with each and every one of you. I apologize because the guys know here what's happening tomorrow. So I'm trying to keep myself in one spot versus another one.
I'll just say this for you. I wish all the best for what's getting ready to happen. I also wish your pockets the best for what's getting ready to happen.
Big facts.
Them pockets is gone. Them pockets are gone. If just as a side note, yes, for all those who are probably wondering, and since Mayhem already said it, 98.99.8% of a baby this season.
Yes.
Yes, my Dora Milaje will be here tomorrow. So yeah, that is a lot. It is definitely a lot. So
baby's gonna be a whole month old by the time we get back. Good Lord.
Yeah, she's gonna be about a month old. But no, but to keep it short and sweet, guys, it's like I said, I love the fact that I'm inspired by you guys branching out, doing different things. It's inspired me to kind of go back to a story I've been kind of kicking around and feel like I need to finish and trying to branch out, do new things. And again, I just like the fact that when you guys are doing more, it drives me to do more, and we as a whole just are better for it. But like I usually say to guests again for an amazing season, simply put, don't be a dick. We'll all be cool.
Navy. Moments from this season. I saved him for a reason.
The Bishop of Blurred.
If you would have asked me a year ago or maybe a year and a half ago what I would have been doing if I was on my journey and would I be with a collective of people, I would have just shrugged my shoulders. But ever since y'all brought me onto the crew, it has been blessing after blessing after blessing, getting a chance to talk to creatives, people that I admire that are now family, that are mutuals, that are friends, see them at events like, seeing Jason Michael Primrose at Blurred and getting a hug from him, or seeing Cleo's face light up when he got that Pokédex. I mean, those moments to me are everything. Being with this legion of superheroes that you call the podcast, with everything we've been doing, hustling, moving, and everything. Everybody here has brought a blessing to this old bearded guy, and I thank you for it. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, Bungie!
Do it.
To say that this old guy has had some challenges that I never talk about, it's an understatement. But to know that I got this crew with me
We love you.
Stay nerdy, stay geeky, stay sexy is more than just a catchphrase.
Sign off. I love you.
Let's
It
go.
is.
Do it.
I love y'all. I love y'all with every fiber of my being. And thanks to y'all, I feel like I'm part of something bigger again. And I thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Before I go, I'm gonna let Rory say her piece.
Why?
Did you get her to cry? What is going on?
Yeah.
She was thinking about the were-penguins. That's what it was.
I can't wait to write about a battle like further with them. That's gonna be hilarious. My happy foot is getting ready to do stuff. I just have very much enjoyed being part of every episode. Y'all just made me feel so good because like you have your your biography and you write it, but like the fact that you guys really like, I might cry too. It's okay, maybe you do. I cried.
I feel you, baby. I feel you, baby.
It's you all made me feel so good, so valued, so just like and side note, I forgot to include the comic book was in Philadelphia City Hall with the Ekbach capital Philly home of capital of Black indie comics. So I'm getting ready to write an essay on like how Ekbach started it all, and but y'all made me feel just so valued, and then like just that y'all made me realize just how much I did, and that just felt really, really good. This show has just been so much fun, and I just enjoy how you guys enjoy each other. Like at least two of you have your young people sitting on your lap, and it's just that speaks so deeply of community. I appreciate you shouting out my friend, Jason Primrose, I'm very proud of that man, and I just like who he is, and I'm grateful that you all just appreciate what he is bringing to the world. Like I said, I enjoy. I'm glad that with the exhibition, I wanted to talk to a media person. I am glad this is the place I came back to, and I definitely want to come back to that. This year has been so interesting. Just my own little personal year, I never expected to be in City Hall, not at this stage. For me, it feels like it's still pretty early, and just to be on a really cool show like this is just rainbow-licious. It's wonderful.
She's gave us some words today.
Yeah. To quote Eric Battle, who's quoting somebody else, he said, "All words are made up. You make up words, but all words are made up." But I'm grateful that you guys appreciate my particular lingo. I've been thinking about we need to publish an AAVE little thing. Like, listen, this was in
yeah.
Can't argue about that no more. This got the good book. This one or the other good book. But yeah, and I just appreciate that you are asking me about my book, because it is something that's very important to me. I do feel challenged in finishing it, but I'm like, this is definitely encouraging me to get it done. Like that's something I guess is really solidified for me at like almost 41. Ouch. We're 9 years away from 50, but it's okay. It's all right. That it does not have to be perfect. It just needs to get done. So thank you for having me on. Side note, with the photo series, I said we're about to actually throw out not a Kickstarter, but like another fundraising for it, because we're going up to Canada to do one for the House of the DJ, where we're going to take the same model, but it's going to be two different things side by side, and we're getting ready to do that for that. And just I guess I'm trying to think if I need to mention anything else. Yeah, you can find me at RORSTLL. I'm doing interviews. I'm doing my writing, and I just appreciate being a guest again. And I just honestly love your show. It's so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Season 13 scorecard includes monetization. We have gained over, I think it's 3,600 subscribers. Yeah, we were at about.
Right.
Pardon? We're at 200-300, I think, when we started. We were looking for 5, and then Phil happened.
Yeah, and then that blew it out the water.
That exploded.
Right.
We're at 3,800 right now, closing in on 4,000. We are just under 150, I believe. Channels monetized. We have playlists. We have clips. We have guests and interviews coming tomorrow. We also see the premiere notification. You can actually come in and chat live with us. So tomorrow we have Najee Jeter, who we actually got to sit with for a press conference. A lot of fun.
That motherfucker is cool as shit.
Talked about working on Grown Ups with Adam Sandler. Talked about being a part of Last of Us and the legacy of that. We talked about the Killmonger haircut and why they decided.
Don't give it all away, man. Let the people watch.
It's the topics that people want to know about, but the answers.
Then go watch the show.
Watch the shit.
Go watch the show.
Next week though. Next week will be Chase Conley, which we might need to make an event out of that, because if y'all were X-Men fans while we were doing the reviews, that dude he was just happy to be a part of that entire experience, and it very much shows throughout that Saturday. I've actually been documenting our adventures on the road with this vigilante tour, so put something special together for that, and that'll premiere Saturday night. So please hit the bell if you're well, tell a friend, watch the things we put up. Still got stuff from BlurredCon we got to put out, so just come back every Monday and Friday.
Moments from this season, everything. Just talking to really cool creatives, really cool people, really cool celebrities. Having this crew who is dope as hell. I do not take it lightly that you guys are here. I mean every word when I say you guys give me Malcolm Reynolds, Han Solo, Luffy, the monkey, the Luffy energy.
But everything else was
whatever, Zorro.
I'm not a pirate.
Oh, we're pirates. All of those crews I just mentioned are pirates in some form.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I love that we are very genuine with what we talk about. We're very genuine with our guests, and they feel like Rorie said, we make them feel comfortable. They love what we do. We're not out here talking about the hot button issues. We don't do this man versus woman. We don't do none of that garbage. We stay away from that. We stay away from the BS. We talk about what we love. And if you listen to the intro, shout out to Crazy 8 the Great. He's telling it right there. Like we make you feel at home. We make you feel like you know some stuff, and what you don't know, that's what they call me the man on the wall for. I'm going to give you the information. So I want to thank Rorie for coming through once again.
Thank you.
Always look forward to your stuff. This crew is amazing. I couldn't do it without you. I'm glad to have you all here. We're having 2 babies already, thanks to Spartan. We are having a 3rd one, legacy member through Candy B.
Who has an announcement to make?
Yes.
Now the way Chris said it, I thought he was making an announcement for himself.
Oh no, them days behind.
Okay.
But shout out to Candy B and 8, expecting their new one coming in October. Oh,
here comes baby 8, y'all.
Libra season.
Miss Mia. But yeah, shout out to them. They're doing amazing. Shout out to Candy, because she couldn't attend her class reunion that was taking place that she was throwing in Texas. However, because of her delicate condition. However, the videos and the pictures that have shown up, it looked like it was a blast. And it was a great turnout. So shout out to Candy for doing her events from home. Apparently she can go across state now and still do it from home. But
I feel like that's a sign that you made it, baby girl. You might wanna.
So shout out to them. Shout out to Spartan and his lovely wife, expecting baby number 2. Obi might be moving up in rank at this point. But shout out to this crew. We had a great time at BlurredCon. We had a great time at Dream. We had a great time at all these other cons. Like I said earlier, support your local creatives. Support the creatives at these conventions that you go to, whether they're Black owned or not. They are out there. They're bringing great work. Support. Sign up for Blurred Station while you got a chance, because when I say that window is closing, Because once that window is closed, yeah, we're a whole problem over here at Blurred Station. So
if you would like to have any kind of input on the type of things you want to see, it would be best, I'm just saying, for y'all to get on board with this shit before somebody else starts telling us what. I'm just saying. Go off. Put the money down. It's $10.99. What y'all doing? Come
it's $10.99 a month. You cannot miss it. You will be seeing more news coming from the I'm the media director for the press corps, so you'll be seeing more news coming out from either myself, Noir Neon Vibes, any of the people over on this team. We are running the gambit here. Shout out to my man Hellspawn. He's been out there busting his ass, talking to the people just as much as we have. So shout out to him. The live stream at BlurCon, touch and go, but we got the job done. And the mission has always been accomplished, and everything that we stepped on and walked through. And when I said we were going to do some stuff, we did it. Hello, mutant power. Just imagine what season 14 is going to have and everything beyond. I am your host. I am Chris Fury. I am the man on the wall. I cannot sign off until I say this. So remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. Thank you to Rorie Still. Go show your support. Thank you to this dope ass crew. All the guests that's been on this show: Jason, Keenan, Tanda Quanti, Jay Lee, oh Lord, the list is Phil Lamar. Like, we locked him in.
Wow.
Like, it's the list are endless. Go show your support on the YouTube channel. Go watch those. Run it back. Leave a comment. Hit the like. Hit the bell. Trust me, we don't let the people down. We are here for you. We are not just doing this for likes and views. We are doing this because we like what we do. We like what we read and are involved with.
And yes, we have the celebrities, but please don't sleep on the indie creators, because they are the ones that could be your next favorite celebrity too. Please go and check them people out. We don't have people on here for no reason. It's because we believe in them, we like them, and we want them to succeed and do better and do more.
I appreciate that.
So,
thank you.
With all that being said, we will see y'all in a couple of weeks, but you can still catch us online doing God knows what, whenever, wherever, but we're going to be there. And until then, we're out of here.
Bye.